Perfect. There we go. And we are live. Welcome. Welcome, you beautiful grots and gits. We are ready to play some Warhammer tonight. Uh, okay. So let me go and pull up the stream on my second monitor so I can kind of chat with people. Um, if you guys are able to chat, why don't you just go ahead and type something down there so I can know that you guys can see everything. And welcome to tonight. Tonight is a live teaching stream. I am here with the Big Mech himself. Do you have anything in particular you want us to call you?
Rick's fine.
Rick. All right, we got Big Mech Rick today, and Mr. Big Mech Rick is super gracious to allow us to abuse him on stream. But no, we're not abusing anyone. The purpose of these streams is to get everyone actually learning the mechanics at 40K better and learning how to just play a lot better. Ooh, we got some people test us, Mr. Jonas and Mr. Psycho Eddie. I love you guys. Thanks so much for joining chat. At any point in time during the game, if you guys are curious about things that we're doing, just type it into the chat. I pretty much respond to every question. Super chats are obviously always appreciated, but no stress if you're not willing, if you're not in a position to be able to do that. I still answer questions because I still love and appreciate your attention and your ability to be here. So today we are running the Orks with Mr. Big Mech Rick, and we're going to run the Gene Stealer Cults for myself. And this is going to be really, really dynamic. And don't worry, Mr. Rick, we all understand that it is a complicated army. So you do not need to worry about anything at all as far as like all those things. Oh yeah, Toadfaced. Actually, if you could link that in the Orc Discord, that'd be awesome. Would really appreciate that. Thanks. So let's go and talk about the list that we have today. Mr. Big Mac Rick, would you like to walk us through the Orcs?
Yeah, sure. So I'm running. I was about to say Goths, but they're all Goths now. Running a 3-man squad of Meganobs. I'm running 2 5-man Stormboy squads. Running Zodgward Wartsnagger with 20 Gretchen and 2 Runt Herds.
Super Grots.
Super Grots. I've yet to make them work, but I'm hoping you'll give me some tips on that.
Absolutely.
Mozrog Scragbad, because he's auto-include.
Yep.
I've got War Boss with Attack Squig with Follow Me Lads.
Cool.
Enhancement. Weird Boy and Knob with War Banner with the Cunning but Brutal, so you can fall back and charge.
Marvelous.
The squad can. 2 trucks. 1 truck's got 10 Burner Boys, 2 Spanners with Custom Mega Blasters.
Mm-hmm.
The second truck's got 2 5-man squads of Knobs and 2 War Bosses with each squad of 5.
Any enhancements on those War Bosses?
No, they're WYSIWYG.
Okay.
And 3 squads of Squighook Boys and Knob and Smash Squig with Headwarpers Kill Chopper.
Right on, man.
My plan is to crump something.
Well, listen, we are the happiest of compers, so there will be something happening. All right, we got those 2 Storm Boy squads and 1 big, Meganobs. All right, cool. Let me run you through my list. It's not that complicated, but it is Gene Stealer Cult, so maybe it's a little complicated. We have 5 units of Neophytes. They're all outfitted the same way. They all have seismic cannons. So I'm just going to go ahead and give you the rundown on the what it works. Every single unit has basically 24 shots, and when they're in rapid fire range, which they'll more or less always be in rapid fire range. And those are going to be at strength 6, AP 1, damage 2. And then they're going to have 4 flamers, and then a smattering of like auto guns as well. So these guys actually slap hard when they get into the drop turn. Because the way Gene Stealer Cults work is that when we drop, we get exploding 6s, and we ignore cover. That's actually a really big deal.
Really good.
Yeah, so their drop turn is deathly. If you guys are watching this right now, if you haven't seen my video on how to play against the Gene Stealer Cult, it's actually a really good video. I'm actually quite happy with the way I did it. And because Gene Stealer Cults are one of those armies that you can play against. And even though, yeah, they're better than the other armies, it's actually possible to play against them, unlike a lot of the other armies. So I wouldn't be terrified when I'm playing Gene Stealer Cult. I would just be very cautious that you're, I'd just be very cautious while you're playing them, basically. So yeah, I've got 5 of these Neophyte Blobs. Then I've got 1 unit of Pure Strain Gene Stealers. They infiltrate, and they also get advance and charge. The Patriarch will be with them. He's also gets to infiltrate, and he can advance charge, and he can also make you take battle shock tests when he charges you.
Oh, nice.
He gives devastating wounds to the unit. They have a 5-up invul, not a 4-up anymore, but they are pretty nice, and they give me a little bit of an option. I've got 2 big units of the acolytes, and if you guys watch my no, Eddie, I'm actually not going back to GSC, but this is a really good teaching moment for people, since this is like a boogeyman in the meta right now. Um, I am a Custodes, and I'm an Orc. 100%. That's just who I am now. But this is a great army to teach off of. We have 2 units of acolytes. So here's the deal with the acolytes. The quick and short of it is when they drop, they will delete something. And I have a 1 CP stratagem that lets me drop within 3 inches of you.
Okay.
Okay.
So there's no screening them then.
Well, there is screening. There's screening what you don't want to die, right? So, for example, when they drop, they're going to do 37 damage to a rhino on average. So, if you don't want me to hit that rhino, you have to have something screening the rhino. So, they're going to hit something, but basically you have to decide what you want to sacrifice to them, more or less, if that makes sense.
What's their range?
8 inches.
Okay, sure.
So they don't have great range, but they're basically just going to kill whatever they shoot. So the way it works is the Primus who's next to them, this guy is going to give them full rerolls to hit. So they're going to drop. I'm going to spend some CP to make their Ballista skill to go to 4-up, and then they're going to get full rerolls to hit. So it is kind of gross, but it's done with love, my friend. It's basically just to get us. I'm doing it so that we can actually get people ready to fight these guys because they're going to be showing up. They're going to be the boogeyman, and we have to be ready for them. So that's the way the army works. There are a few other things like these Achilles Ridge Runners. They shoot a little bit, but their main purpose is that they make you take an additional -1 to your armor save. And then lastly, we have these 2 Reductus Saboteurs, and they actually cause a lot of mortal wounds. So we got our data card right here. I'm just going to kind of pull up on screen so everyone can see it here. So as you can see, they infiltrate, they can deep strike, they're lone operatives, and they're stealth. So they're actually kind of annoying to deal with.
Really good for missions.
Yeah, they're really, really good for missions. And so if you read their ability, priority, in your shooting phase, you can select one model from your army with this ability for the grenade stratagems. They can use the grenade stratagem for 0 CP. If you guys know about grenade stratagem, it lets you do a lot of mortals. It's actually really good. And then the planted explosive once per battle when an enemy unit ends a normal, advance, or fallback move within 12 inches. On a 2-up, you suffer D3 plus 3 mortals. Just straight up.
Wow.
So they're actually very nasty for just kind of guarding things and messing people up. So that's them. And then I have, finally, I've got one little Kelomorph here. And the Kelomorph is really not that big a deal. He was really scary in the last edition. He's not that nasty now. He can basically always deep strike for 3 inches for more or less free. But as long as he's within, like, I think it was 3 inches of a Gene Stealer Colts unit, he can also go in within 3 inches. He gets some decent little shooting, but he's not that scary. But if he is close to a Gene Stealer Colts, don't shoot your pistols, because if you do, he gets to shoot you back for free. So that's the army. So let's talk about what you should expect right now, okay? So what you're going to expect in this matchup is I'm not going to have much on the table on turn 1, and I'm just going to drop like crazy in turns 2 and 3. So turns 2 and 3 is where I table you. So you have to make sure, and you already know that because I have to come in on turn 2 or 3, right? So what you should plan for is plan for not being exposed in turns 2 and 3. Sometimes that's a little bit impossible, but you want to limit my availability. So for example, if you're holding this objective over here, where I'm pinging, then you know that this is my line of sight right here. And I can't see through this, so this is my availability. So I'm going to get a unit here, and I'm going to get a unit here. I'm not going to be able to shoot with much else. So if you're here turns 2 and 3, you're at least limiting what I can put into you. Okay?
Yeah, sure.
Now the other thing that is very darn frustrating with the ambush tokens is that when you kill a unit, I'm gonna pick that unit up, and or once you kill a unit, I get to roll a dice, and on a 4-up, I get to put an ambush marker down anywhere on the battlefield more than 9 inches away from you. Then at the start of your next movement phase, I get to put my unit back down. So it's on a 4-up for most units, but if they're battle line, which is the acolytes and neophytes, it's +3 to the roll, so they automatically get to come back to life, which is super annoying.
if you fully wipe out the squad, can they still do that?
Yes. That's when they do it.
Okay. Oh, okay. So you want to damage a squad but not kill them.
That's what you initially might think, but the problem with that is that we also just regenerate models. So if we look at these data cards here, it's very annoying. So when we look at this data card here, the cult icon, in the reinforcement step of your movement phase, you can return up to 3 destroyed models to the bear's unit. If the bear's unit is within range of an objective, you return up to D3 plus 3 destroyed models.
Wow.
Okay? So if you kill me, I'm just going to pull myself out of coherency with your damage. And then in my turn, I'm going to regenerate all the models that I need to do damage. I'm going to kill you anyway. It's actually better for you to wipe me and then make me deal with, and then just deal with it again next turn. Basically, what you're looking at with this list is you're looking at a list that's going to be at full strength when you're at no strength at the end of the game. So you kind of need a huge early lead.
Okay.
It's a hard
Sort of
list to play
strength.
against.
That's sort
This
of what Orks do anyway, though, isn't it? Orks generally get the early lead and then peter off.
more or less, right? So I'm gonna win the late game. So you want to crush the early game, basically. Okay?
Okay.
And it's not easy, but we're gonna work on it together. So that is what your game plan has to be. You want to crush me in the early game and survive as much as possible until the late game. Okay?
Okay.
All right, so the way that we do this now is I'm going to be tactical. Will you be tactical or fixed? The answer is always tactical, by the way.
Yeah, I always take tactical.
So take these cards that are in your line, and you're just going to bring them all the way up here, and you're just going to drop them into your secondary deck.
Sorry, where? I'm looking at the stream on my.
Oh, gotcha. These cards, pick those cards up. So you can just pick them all up. Yep.
Just one at a time.
No, just pick the whole thing up.
Yep. Oh, okay.
Yep. And then bring them over here to your secondary deck. And you're just gonna drop them in it.
Oh, I see. Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, didn't go in. There's a way to get them to stack, but I forget where it is.
Yeah. Here, just
Shuffle like that. No.
Oh jeez. Here. Right. Oh jeez. Oh gosh. Everything's going wrong. It's fine. We fix.
One at a time.
Yeah. There you go. And then once you get them all in there, you just press R, and that'll shuffle it. There you go. So now it's fully shuffled. Cool.
So both was 16. Cool.
Absolutely. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're just going to play with, we'll just do Chilling Rain and Vital Grounds. Okay. So we're just going to do 5, 10, 15. All right. And there's no mission rule. We're just going to learn how to play the game. Okay. So let's roll a dice and let's see who is going to be attacker and who is defender. I've rolled a 2 and you rolled a 5. Would you like me to play first, or would you like to play first?
So this is the sort of one of the things I want to learn. Is I'm never sure what I want to do. Normally, defender gets to pick the side of the table, but this is a symmetrical table, so I'd probably say you should deploy first.
Yeah, basically. Sure, that's fair enough. So it's always a symmetrical table, at least when we're in competitive, right? Okay. So you never really have to worry about anything else. So let's just go ahead.
Play symmetrical even in friendly games, just because it's easier.
It's better, I agree. So I'm gonna have 1, 2, 3 deep strike, 4 in deep strike with the Nexus, and then 5 in deep. Yeah, actually, I think so. I'll just have these 4 in deep strike, and then the rest will be on the 1 reductive saboteur in deep strike. Or yeah, we'll leave all this on the table. Okay.
Okay.
And you've already declared your transports. Do you have anything in reserve or anything?
The 2 squads of Storm Boys are going to.
Makes perfect sense to me.
Do strike, and I think that's it. Just double check. Yeah,
cool.
That's everything.
Right on. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put 1 big unit of neophytes, and we will put them right about here. And so I'm not going to bother which ones are like, it's going to be a little bit annoying, and it's going to take me forever if I'm going to say which model is the flamer. Just expect the flamers are always going to be close to the front.
Yeah, sure.
All right. And I'll just always say kill them first. Sorry, it's just going to take me way too long if I have to hunt which one is the flamer every single time.
That's fine.
Cool.
So what's your sort of, I know you said that you sort of come online turns 2 and 3, but should I be deploying aggressively because I want to get an early game advantage, or should I be wary of what shooting you do have? You said the Ridge Runners forward deploy, right?
No, the Ridge Runners, they don't forward deploy,
They don't.
but
Okay.
they do have some reasonable shooting, though. They do scout 9, so they get a 9-inch scout move, not a forward deploy.
Sure.
So if everyone's looking at it right
And
here.
are they more anti-vehicle or anti-infantry weapons?
So they're anti-vehicle. They have the heavy mining laser. It's a blast, D3 shots, strength 12, AP 3, D6 plus 1 damage.
So I probably shouldn't put my trucks on the front line because
Yeah,
you could then, counter
exactly.
deploy, and if you got turn 1, kill them.
Yep.
So yeah. So the sort of few games I've been playing Mozrog, I've used him to forward deploy, the 9-inch scout move onto like the central objective as an example.
Sure.
But every time I've done that, he's, even with the +1 to wound, the squads end up just getting killed in one turn.
Yeah.
So what do you recommend I do against a shooting army that I have to consider the early game and the mid game?
So my shooting, look at what I have on the board. I've got 3 Achilles Ridge Runners, and then I've got 3 squads of Neophytes. So technically I have at least 12 Flamers that are on the battlefield, right? In shooting, I would shoot that unit up. If I were you, what I'd be thinking much more is I'd be thinking about taking that unit, and I'd be putting them right about in this line, and I'd be using your scout move and your first turn move to get them perfectly hidden behind this ruin, so that for a turn 2 raw, you can charge them in anywhere and just tie me up.
Okay.
Because that unit's not made to kill, but remember, when you kill me, you also do me a favor by letting me come back to at full strength. So that unit, if you could just tie the whole army for 2 turns, that would be amazing for you, is what I'm currently thinking.
So my goal would be to charge multiple units with the one squad.
Yeah, because I don't have melee. The only melee I have is this squad right here, my Gene Stealers. Now, they do get to infiltrate, and they do get to charge turn 1. So it's kind of tricky, right? How you want to do your deployment. Sometimes you may want to put something right in front of them so that I can't really get into them turn 1.
Yeah.
Which can be very tricky.
Remind me, there's a button to make the unit stay stuck to the table. Which button is that again in TTS?
Oh, so here, let me just turn this off for you first. If that's when you're holding the right button. So like if you're holding right, it'll stay on the ground.
Yeah, I knew there was one.
Yep. I really need to get my TTS tutorial. It's been a minute, but
oh well, like I said, I used to play it about a year ago, but that was a year ago, and I've forgotten half the things.
Totally fair.
Okay, so I'm gonna put these guys here then.
I'm gonna put 1 Achilles right here. The Zodgrots.
See if they can make it to turn 3. So the idea behind the Mega Knobs was to essentially have a unit that can sit on a home objective that not be destroyed in one round of shooting.
Yeah, against other armies that works, not against mine, right? Because I can always drop into your backfields and just obliterate.
Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should consider doing something else with them.
So if I were you, what I would be thinking about me right now is you have these big units of Burner Boys. This is your protection from my drop. Because you Overwatch with these Burner Boys. So I would personally just change your deployment here. I would have the Mega Knobs probably in a truck, and I'd have the Burner Boys on the ground.
Okay, sure.
So what you can do is you can leave the Burner Boys in this truck, which is basically, or the Mega Knobs in the truck, which is basically safe until the truck gets popped. When I drop down with 1 unit of my Acolytes, suddenly your Burner Boys will Overwatch and destroy them.
All right.
That's what I'm thinking, right?
Swap those over?
Yeah, of course, please, please do that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
So I'm actually of the mindset typically that I don't like Burner Boys, but since you have them, this is how I would be using them in this matchup.
Yeah, every time I've run Burner Boys, they've not really performed, but trying to make them work.
Yep, I get it. That's just my humble opinions on it, sir.
Well, that's a good opinion. So they're sort of semi-protected there from any shooting that has you the arrow TTS. Like
pretty much. Yep.
Yeah. And this way you'd have to move forward. So I'll put them there then.
Right on. And I don't particularly care here because I'm just going to be marching my dudes up at the tabletop. And once again, remember, just kind of plan on the flamers being in that front row.
Yeah, sure.
And I'll just put a little token down when the flamers die.
That's cool. So I had the knob with Wild Banner and the Weird Boy as so I could pick which one I wanted to attach to the 20-man blob.
Yep.
I didn't tell you earlier, but it was going to be the Weird Boy that I attached to them.
Cool. So you get a War Boss and a Weird Boy in there.
Yeah. So my thinking was then would be to try and jump them into your back line if there's room, turn 1, and maybe take a home objective.
Totally.
Or,
that will never happen, though. Just
no.
So you know.
But then again, I can jump them into a position where I might be able to get a 7-inch charge with
100%. And that is a much better option for you, right? So that's what that squad needs to do. You need to 7-inch deep strike charge them in. 100%. But you're not going to be able to deep strike them back here because you will be screened. Mm-hmm. It's just so easy for me to screen that unit.
Yeah, there's so many models in it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I was just putting stuff down while you were to.
Cool.
Because I knew where they were, so.
And now basically you're just completely screened.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I'm gonna put. Is that where they're going, or are you gonna?
Yeah, it's how they're going. I'm just gonna range or like this. So basically, what this squad does now is the squad just I don't care. They just screen my entire backfield.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I don't necessarily care about anything else that you do to them.
So this piece here isn't obscuring.
It is. It's part of the ruin. So
okay.
I can't see through this unless you touch it.
Cool. All right.
Now, just to be clear, if you touch like this, I can see you, but you can't see me. Yeah. If you want to see me, you have to be wholly within.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So one issue that I usually have is I'm never sure how to deploy any of the Squig units.
Yeah. I don't really agree with a 3-man Squig unit. I'm not sure how Snips uses it. I know Snips is a very good player, so I'm not saying it's bad, right? I wouldn't really be running 3-mans. I'd be running 1 6-man, or even honestly maybe 2 6-mans. And that's a great rapid ingress target. But a 3-man, I really don't know.
Would you run a 6-man led by the knob with Squig?
Absolutely.
+1 to hit.
Absolutely freaking Lily. Hey, thanks for the subscription, guys. I really appreciate that. But yeah, I would 100% be running a 6-man with the smashing up. I was actually kind of theorizing a double 6-man, both with Smash Squab, both with Smash Squig, one with Edwap and Skill Chopper, and the other with Cunning but Brutal. Because the Squig Hogs are the only unit in the game that actually have the ability to really survive enough to actually fall back and to make use of the fallback and charge. Or not game, army.
Yeah. Well, T7's pretty good.
Yeah, totally.
I'll put that squad there.
Cool.
I think that's a good shout.
Mm-hmm.
Find out.
And remember, you want pressure against me. Pressure.
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole game. Let's wait on them.
So as we play, tell me anything that you think. Let me make mistakes. That's fine. I don't mind learning through mistakes. But if I do something, say, well, I would have done this because of X, Y, and Z. That's kind of one of the things I'm hoping to gain is
definitely
critical feedback.
100%, man. Okay, I got a Ridge Runner down right here.
Cool. That's interesting. I'm going to put a squad here.
Nice. Because remember, this is line of sight blocking here, so you could even get them all. I mean, obviously there's a deployment zone to pay attention to, but they could stand right here and essentially be completely safe from line of sight.
Yeah.
Right. A lot of people forget about that, about using that. So when we're in a melee army, like when I'm Custodes or when I'm running my Orks, use these corners. This is a godsend, the new terrain rules with the base.
But you only have to see any part of a model to shoot them, right? So
correct. But it's impossible for you to draw here, right? Yeah, unless I'm wholly within this, but then I still wouldn't be able to see you there. So I would have to actually fully expose myself to be able to see you at that point. Right? So don't be afraid to use these sharp edges.
one of the things I find is if I like lose turn one, for example,
Mm-hmm.
and someone moves forward with something that's very good at shooting,
Mm-hmm.
uh,
You got a
I'll
reductive
take the
scepter.
Vindicare Assassin as an example.
Yeah.
You know, they could move their 6 inches and then get a corner on a model and then kill it. Like, I think
Mm-hmm.
I had Gazkul die to one round of shooting from a Vindicare and something else. I
Right.
forget what it was. And he rolled a 6, and he rolled another 6, and
Ugh.
Gaz died, and it was very sad.
That's. I have not had a Vindicare do anything in any game yet, except for do like an infiltrate denial. And that's the only useful thing I've seen him do. So that's a horror story. That.
Yeah, that was my second game of 10th.
Oh, geez. And this is
So
truck one.
this is the Meganov truck.
Okay.
So I just trying to think what you've still got left.
So remember, this is what I'm thinking with this truck, right?
Mm.
This is we're playing a 5, 10, 15 mission. So you get 5 for holding one, 10 for holding two, 3 for holding more than the other person. You want to hold your home field the whole game. So
Yeah, I
if
was.
I were you, I would think that this truck is going somewhere like here, right? You don't have to start on it, or you can even put it like here, right? You don't have to start on it, but you want to make sure that if I drop my acolytes to destroy it, you can Overwatch and flame me to death.
Sure. I was going to use my Knob with War banner as, I expect him to die eventually,
Mm-hmm.
but he was going to be a single model that would just stand on the objective once everything moves up.
He doesn't have like a lone
Um,
operative or anything, right?
no, he doesn't.
Okay.
So what you're saying is I should have multiple things available to keep my home objective.
Yeah, well, it's just it's such a powerful thing, right? Because you get 5 points just for standing on your home objective. That's
Mm-hmm.
five.
Yeah,
So 5 points is going to be, I mean, was that 5% of the entire points you can score in the game? So just by having something on that objective, you score 5% of the maximum victory points
yeah,
every turn.
that makes sense.
That's a big deal, right? Like you want to hold that all 5 turns because that is going to be 25 points. That's a quarter of the total points that you can score.
Yeah, and I suppose we moved the Meganobs into the truck to give them a bit more survivability so that
Right.
they can hold the home objective.
Right, and you just want to make sure that you're within range to Overwatch. So I think this thing goes here for right now, and then in your first turn you can shift them a little bit if you want.
Okay. Cool.
Yep. All right, so that's yours, and then I'm just gonna. You can go ahead and finish your deployment. I'm just gonna go ahead and wrap mine up right now.
So what would you suggest I do with Mosrog? Because I ideally want him into one of your vehicles or something else. But
Mozrog's job is to be something that I just can't quite kill. Although I could kill him if I focus my whole army, so don't think I can't. Mozrog's job is just to run up in there and give me a problem somewhere, right? Like when I want to desperately drop my acolytes here to take the backfield objective, you want to make me have to drop them to deal with him instead.
Sure. So I was going to put him here so that he could gain access to either this objective or this objective to either stand on it and be annoying or
Okay,
charge whatever you've put on that objective.
cool.
Is that a
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
yeah? Okay. So I guess I'll put my other squad of whoops, let me just pick that up. My other squad of Squig Hogs. See, I always get to this point in deployment where I feel like I've got all my bases covered, and then I don't know what to do with my last few units.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to put. Oh, you're forward deploying them. Okay. What's the saves on a Jinx Stealer again?
5 up invuln.
And the 1 wound T4.
Yep. Let me just look at the thing here so that we don't lie. GSC Stealer. All right, this is eligible to declare charge in a turn in which it advanced. T4, 5 up invuln, 2 wounds.
Okay, cool. I'm going to put the knob with Smasher Squig. I actually meant to attach him to a unit. I completely forgot.
All right, yeah, just put him with one of it. It's fine.
Yeah, so I'll attach him with this middle squad if that's okay.
Guys, when you're in learning games, like in your opponents forget something, just show some grace. It happens to literally every single person alive. I screw it up all the time. So it's just, hey, dude, this huge supposed to be here. Is that cool? No one's ever gonna be a jerk about that.
No, it's a game after all.
Yeah. The only time people would be a jerk about that, those are the people who are almost good at a tournament. Like your almost good players might be a jerk about that. Your actual good players will never be a jerk about that. And your bad players will never be a jerk about that.
So I'm going to put this my last truck with the sort of my payload of knobs in it.
All right, the payload, baby.
Yeah. So at this point I don't know what I'm doing with them because you're very spread out. So there's not like a section of the board that I want to pressure.
Right.
I know that you're going to be dropping in and killing everything in my backfield. And the aim of the game is to effectively hold 3 objectives in my turn.
Yeah, basically, right.
And bonus if I can stop you doing it.
And you got to give us a really good wah. Don't forget about that. That's really important.
I'll give you one. Don't worry.
Nice.
So I need to put this somewhere where it's sort of hidden, and I'm thinking these 3 objectives are the ones I want to be pressuring.
Cool.
Or my home objective and those 2 are the ones I'm eyeing up.
Well, you have 0 pressure over here as of right now.
Yeah, but is that good? Is it good to sort of spread myself thin and see how the game unfolds? Or
I don't think so.
Concentrate on 3 of them.
I don't think so.
Okay. I'll tell you what. I'm going to put this behind the line of sight blocking here.
Cool.
So I think that's the right shout there.
Right on.
Yeah, and that's me done.
All right, man. That's it. So let us go ahead and decide the all-important skill check. Oh, I rolled a 1. It's looking good for you. You rolled a 6. You're taking first turn. So I got a few scout moves that I'm going to do. And then we'll just kind of play Warhammer.
Yeah. Me too. I've got my Zodgrots. So do I do mine first? Or do you?
Yeah, actually, you do. You do actually do yours first. Technically, that is the order. You're correct on that.
Cool. So I'm going to... I think I'm going to pressure... I'm going to forward deploy to roughly here and try and charge these guys.
Okay.
Or just be around that area.
Cool.
So
9 inches.
I'm trying to think the best way to do this without taking too long. I think if I do 9.
Yeah, and if you want to ever just drop them there and then just start rearranging, that's totally fine.
Take them up afterwards, yeah.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
That worked out. It's kind of perfect, actually. I'll do.
Mm-hmm.
I've actually been to a few tournaments in the UK, and I never do well. But I find that tournament players are generally a lot more chill than some of the casual games I've played.
Yeah, most people are cool, man. Most people have no problems. You'll always find some jerks somewhere, but yeah, most people are cool.
Yeah. Don't think I had any other... No, I didn't.
Yep.
I'm checking what I was actually running.
So I went ahead and did all my scout moves. I think I need to take a wound off my patriarch, though. 6, yeah, I do. So my guys have the old yellow scribe on them, so I have to change some of the wound values. So he starts with 6, not 7 now. So
I haven't done any of the wound.
No problem.
Counters on my stuff, so I'll just do them as we go.
Yeah, no stress with that, my man. You're good to go. Right. Oh, I do have a few stratagems for you to be aware of. I have the ability, which is real damn annoying. So 2 Gene Stealer Cult units from your army that have not been selected to shoot or fight this phase. Until the end of the phase, each time a model on either unit makes an attack, it can only target that enemy unit that I selected, and I get +1 to wound. That's 2 CV.
Okay.
So I can get +1 to wound against you. Then I've got the 3-inch deep strike one, which is kind of cool. I can give a squad stealth and lone operative, which is pretty cool. Doesn't really matter against you that much. And I have one called Return to the Shadows. Up to 2 Gene Stealer Cults battle line units. Remove the target units from the battlefield and place them into strat reserves. It's pretty cool. So I can pick them up and redeploy, basically. And I've got one other called Perfect Ambush, where until the end of the phase, I improve the ballistic skill and armor pen by 1 of a squad. So that's how I really do the real bomb with the demo charges, because I give them +1 wound. Oh, hey, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking. I was talking too much. Thanks, Annis. Yeah, these guys gotta stop their scout move 9 inches away from me. I wasn't paying attention. Thanks for bringing that up.
Because of your army rule thing.
No. Just because scout moves, you have to end your move 9 inches away.
Okay, yep, that's fair.
I was just talking away. Thanks, Annis, for picking that up.
So on that subject.
Yep.
I'm hoping that's roughly 9.
You still get to move, right? So you can move them up 9, and then you can move, and then you can change. Yeah.
So these guys are quite close here. The saboteurs, are they probably worth trying to do a turn 1 charge just to,
Could be.
because I mean you said that they were
So
they're more for
basically
the
you're gonna take
grenades,
a
is that
bunch of
right?
mortal wounds here. You're gonna take a bunch of mortal wounds, but you don't care because you're just gonna take one your
Yeah.
Gretchen anyway.
Mhm.
So yeah, I mean it's not a bad thing to just go ahead and do that.
And that's still not.
But this is a squad that's going to be very annoying if you don't deal with them turn 1, which you probably can by taking the knobs out and getting into them.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking. Is do
Mhm.
I sort of I could move these Gretchen to here, and I
Mhm.
could multi-charge.
That's what I would do. Yeah,
Maybe, yeah, and
just in case disaster strikes and you don't get the knobs in here, or maybe you just don't want to get the knobs in there. Then
yeah, sure.
yeah, that's what I would do for sure.
Okay, so important question.
Yep.
I should probably war turn 2
You don't need
because
to wall turn 1. What does doing a wall turn right now do for you? You're
extra
not get,
attacks and
you're not getting across
multi-charge.
the battlefield though. He's going
No,
10 inches. Maybe you get to here. I mean, if you're lucky, you could make a 9-inch charge here.
but that's not really worth it.
Nah, I mean, that doesn't really do much for you.
Okay. I was thinking
You want that
maybe
invuln
doing a
on my
turn 2
drop
for the
turn.
invuln.
Yeah, you want that invuln when I drop.
Because I keep forgetting that you have to call it out your battle round now rather than at the start of your turn.
Yeah, totally right.
Okay, I'll start moving some stuff then.
Cool, let's do it.
All right. So let me just double check movement characteristics.
First off, let's go ahead and draw your cards so you know what you get a score.
That's a good point. Yeah.
So you just come up here and you press this you click this button for draw.
Which one?
This one right here.
This one. Okay.
Yes, sir. Boo! Secure no man's land and one more. Overwhelming force. So these are actually good cards for you to draw right now. At the end of your turn, you have to control 2 objective markers to no man's land. That's basically super easy. And then overwhelming force, when this secondary mission is active, each time any unit started the turn within range of an objective marker is destroyed, score 3 VP. So right now, basically what you want to do is you want to kill these 2 lone operatives.
Yep. That's made that a bit simpler. I don't think I can actually get anything to. I could, with my squad of boys, I could to jump them within range, so I could go for a 7-inch charge.
You could, but also you have enough Gretchen and Ruther's and Zadrog himself that you could probably just kill him.
You think so?
Yeah, okay. Most likely.
All right. Well, I will do a 6-inch move. I'm going to move them. I'll move them 6, and then I'll do these slightly different.
Yep.
In case it makes a difference.
And right now, your focus is here, so this is not the priority. Although it'd be nice if I can't advance and charge you in my turn. So, but they do have a lot of attacks that really slaughter. So, not inside the wall, I don't think you would survive their attacks. If that makes sense.
No. Yeah, that makes sense.
So I think what you kind of I force you to bring the knobs out right here. So basically, the way my deployment went, and I mean, it might not be the most intelligent one, but my deployment was I'm going to put you in a position where if I go second, you must bring your knobs out early so that I can just pick them out before, when they don't have when they do not have a wall save. That's what my thought process is.
That makes sense. Just thinking, was it a mistake me not leaving a Gretchen on my home objective so I got the
go ahead and go.
From them?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I guess it was.
I just thinking that. Yeah,
I just realized you only had 1 unit of Grots.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't want to do any rewinds or anything.
Yep.
That's fine. So with these Squig boys, I want to move these guys first so that the guys in the truck can get out and move. And
remember, you can move over your own vehicles now. You can move over your own models, so no stress.
Yeah, loads of things that I keep forgetting.
Yep, you just can't move a monster or vehicle over. No, you can do that. That's fine. You just can't move a monster or vehicle over a monster or vehicle. That's all.
But if I want to charge, so you're saying I should set up for a turn 2 charge on these guys?
No, you need to kill them now. Because if you don't kill them now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to advance a charge right here, and I'm going to slaughter all this.
Yeah, so I need to move these Squig boys to allow them the 3-inch radius to get out of this truck so that they can move this turn.
Yeah, exactly.
So with these Squig boys, should I just, I think at this point I should just have them join in, or should I hold these guys back?
I would not have any. I'm not sure about that.
I was
that could go either way.
Maybe just move them onto here, and then you've got to clear this objective as well as whatever else is happening.
Well, when you do that, right now you have to take this objective and you have to take this objective, right? Which you will take this, and you're probably just gonna put Moz and touch him right there or something.
Yeah.
So that'll get you your secure objectives, right? This would be a really easy one for me to score if I have to storm a hostile objective.
Yeah.
Versus this
I didn't
one,
think about that.
yeah, you know. But I don't know.
Okay, so in that case, I will keep these guys back, and I'm going to move them. Where am I going to move them? They move far enough. I'm going to move them down to here so that
Cool.
I have room to get out.
Perfect.
And I'll move this.
And remember, you get out one at a time. You have 2 squads in there, so you don't need that much room.
Yeah.
Because you get out 1 squad at a time.
Oh, you know what? That's something I never really considered.
Yep. Yeah, so you don't need that much space.
Okay, I'll move them up a.
Yeah, no stress. You're cool.
Thanks again for doing this.
Absolutely, man.
Very appreciated.
Totally.
Okay, so let's put these nobblers here.
Yeah, it should just be able to get 2 ranks with 32 mil base.
Like that.
Mm-hmm. And then you just move them.
Okay. And then they are 6-inch now, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. And did you want to use Here We Go over here? Because that's technically at the beginning of the move.
Yes, I did.
Okay, so you spend your CP for that. Cool.
Where is CP tracked in here?
We need to start the game. CP is tracked right here. So this is it. So you would just press minus.
Okay.
Boop.
Lovely. Thank you very much. Right, so let's move these guys 6.
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to move them slightly to here because the other squad is going to get out and go to here.
Cool.
Effectively.
You can even move this guy like this, just so that you can move in a more straight line.
Like what? Sorry, I was looking at the other corner.
Yeah.
Like what? Sorry.
So this guy was right here. Just bring this guy over here so that you have a straighter line to them.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense.
Okay.
And I guess because they're going to go to the left, or my left, I will put them slightly to the left of the truck so that they maximize the little movement I have.
Basically.
So 6 to there.
So you got a 6-inch charge on both of them.
Yeah.
Should be doable.
Good. So this truck, I'm going to just put a foot on the objective.
Sure. Trucks are great for that, right? Because it's still super useful. It's good for screening my deep strikes. Because even with a 3-inch deep strike, I can't deep strike you anywhere right now, right? Because you still have me completely screened.
Got too much stuff, yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, you have to do some things, but...
yeah. I'm going to stick Mosrog with his 10-inch move on the edge of that objective.
Makes sense.
So this is a question. So this squad here, I'm in 2 minds to either keep them behind the obscuring or also put them on the objective to ensure that if Mosrog dies, there's something there.
Yeah, and I would consider that because I'm about to blow you up and make you take D3 plus 3 mortal wounds because you moved within 12 inches of me.
I didn't even see him there.
Yeah.
Behind the wall.
Little bastard.
Okay, so, yeah.
Now, you don't have to... No, you can take this move back. You're still in the movement phase, right? And I'm not trying to get you.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to let you know that's going to happen if you stand right there. You're just,
12 inches.
Yeah, it's 12. It's within 12 inches. So anything that moves within 12 inches of him, technically I can't blow him up. But
because he's a monster, I have to fully go around this, right?
Yep.
So I even have to go around this corner here.
Yep.
So
No. You can move like this. That's fine. You can move straight through this. You just can't move through the wall. Just pick him up and move him 10 inches back.
Yep. So it was 10 inches this way.
Yep.
And then, because I don't think I'm going to be able to get the objective, even if I roll a decent advance roll.
I don't think so. So here's the question, right? It's like, let me just read this. Once per battle, when MU ends, do you want me to do it or not? Right?
Yeah,
right? Because it's just...
I'll tell you what, I will, thanks for letting me take it back. I'm going to put the Squig Hog boys on this objective here.
Yep.
I will roll an advance just because they're not shooting.
Cool.
So they're getting 12. And these guys also have to go... Well, they have to go around this corner, yeah?
No, you can move straight through this. There's no room here. You can move straight through it. You just can't move through the wall.
Sure, okay. So I'm probably good here, roughly. I can't see the objective because of the terrain, but that looks roughly on the circle. And then I will follow these up behind.
Hey, Anis. So Anis has a question. She wants to know what am I thinking about the situation where the Gretchen can't really get the CP in the first turn because they're not starting the turn on an objective marker. Honestly, it's one of the problems with the Zodgrots. If you're going to be using their scout move, you can always string one back just to get it still, but it does make it a little bit tricky. So I think a lot of lists are running 2 units of Gretchen just for that. But realistically, yeah, we probably could just string a single Gretchen backwards there.
I think if I was to remake this list, I probably would have put another squad of Gretchen in.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I'm gonna put Mozrok here.
That was only 10,
At
so you
least
got 2 more inches, right?
I didn't advance
Oh, did
Mozrok,
you not?
but
Okay.
I probably should have.
Yeah, yeah,
That's all
100%. Yeah, yeah, 100%.
right. So
You
I
could just
will on
walk
my
right
knob.
over your guy. You don't have to go around him. You could have just walked right over him. So that's just an
Yeah.
extra
Well,
five.
I don't want to be fully visible to that ridge runner, so I think I will stick him here, so you have to
Hmm.
move forward.
Oh, if you want to
Um.
hide him from the bridge runner, you want to hide him here, though, right? Yeah, you want to leave him
Okay.
there. No, a little bit
So
more.
he's still.
Right now, I
Well,
can
he's
see
still.
you.
Okay. I mean, he's still not hidden though, because you could just drive up and see him. But then at
Uh,
least you're
I think I
further
go
forward.
9. I can go here. I don't think I really can, as long as you put him behind that. Yeah, now I can't see you.
Needs to do something like that. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right. What have I got left to move? I've got another my other Squig boys.
Hmm.
I'm going to move these three this way,
Hmm.
but sort of stay on the lip of this obscuring
Cool.
here, and the knob with Smasher Squig.
He's part of the unit, right?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was. So he's sort of just going to stay with him, sort of like
Okay.
that. What have I not moved? This other truck. I'm going to move the big blob of boys up on the off chance that I don't roll that I roll a 1 and they have to stay still.
Yeah, that's fair.
Um,
And does it
so
happen instead of, or how does that? How does that? I just need
it's end of the movement phase.
end the move phase. Cool.
They can also move.
Dope.
So my knob with wild banner is going to just stand as objective here.
Hmm.
I realise I should have moved my truck first. Actually, no. This truck's sitting here with mega knobs in it, actually,
Yeah.
so he's probably fine. I'm going to move the burners to here.
Okay.
Actually, just going to do like that. That's all right.
And then just park the truck like
and
right
then
here.
the truck's going to do a rotate, stick his bum on there, and then I think that's all my movement.
So right
Take this
now
out of the
you
list.
are not doing a good job of screening, right? Because the burner boys reaches what 12 inches.
Yeah.
So
If
if I end up dropping right here, I'll be within 8 of you, but I'll be outside of 12 of you. So or maybe you only hit me with 2 of them, right? So you're not actually screening me right now.
No, I didn't. I wasn't actually factoring that in when I moved them.
Just move them better. It's okay.
Okay. Am I right to redo them?
Of course.
Or... Okay, cool. So the issue was is that the truck was roughly here, and so they to sort of have a legal move because we can't really rewind time. I would have moved them around where the truck's footprint was to something like this.
And it's also kind of okay right now because I can't drop them turn 1, right? So you still have a whole turn to continue fixing this. So it's not that stressful. I just wanted to point that out, right?
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so yeah,
cool.
All my movement's done.
Dope.
So see if I jump.
You do jump. Oh, super chat from Mr. Christopher. You are my favorite, buddy. I do love you. He wants to buy and 3D print some terrain for all GW or WTC layouts. Are there any recommendations? Do you know anywhere where I can uncover first floor windows? Yeah, bud. So actually, if you go to the WTC website, they sell very specific WTC style terrain. And it's actually awesome, and it works super, super well. So thanks so much for your question. I really appreciate the super chat, and hope that helps. I know I'll be at the WTC in about 3 weeks, and I'm gonna pick up a set of terrain just to have. I know we've got like 3 of them at the club anyway right now, but it never hurts to have more.
So my thinking is to try and clear this squad.
Cool.
Best I can.
I will Overwatch the crap out of you. Remember, because I got 4 flamers in there.
I'll just have to deal with it.
Cool.
Because there's flamers in every squad, right?
Yeah. Every squad's got them.
Yeah. So unless you think I should maybe try and take this thing out.
How are you gonna do that? You got to deep strike 9 inches away from me, and this guy's right here.
Oh, I keep forgetting he's there. Sorry.
Yeah. I screened you.
Yeah. That's fine. So I think roughly around here.
Okay.
Is there like a 9-inch template we can put down? Is that a thing?
I'll just hold it for you.
Just hold it for me, okay.
Actually, I have this. This one is still yellow scribe, so I can just do it like this for you.
Oh, I'd forgotten that. I'd forgotten about that.
Yeah.
I used to use it all the time.
Yeah, I really need to figure out how to do the rosterizer because that thing is. It's awesome that it exists, but it's not easy to use. I know Zyko from the Orc Discord sent me a link, so I just need to go bite the bullet and learn how to do it.
Has there been a Battle Scribe replacement yet? Because I know that kind of. I remember reading that it doesn't support 10th properly.
No, it's just gonna be the
abandoned.
the GW app is actually awesome. Like I know people don't like to praise GW, but the GW app's actually pretty freaking great. So I think that's the replacement.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I've generally enjoyed it. It has a few small issues, like there's not a duplicate button for lists, but they are minor issues.
All right, so I spend my CP to Overwatch.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So we got 4 flamers. Review, and let me just pull this card up so everyone can take a look at it. Here is our Neophyte Hybrids. Making sure. All right, so we have 4 flamers. Each flamer is going to be D6 shots, strength 4, and just AP 1. All right, so roll all dice. Here. That's not great. That's 9 shots. All right, so winning on 5s.
Nice.
Just 2 wins.
Oh, no. I get 6 up because all boys are 5 up now.
There's no AP on it. Did kill 2?
Even better. It did, yeah. So I will pull 2 from the back.
All right, and then we got 24 seismic cannon shots. And just so everyone can read the seismic cannon profile. Ooh, hello. We have seismic cannons. They're a heavy rapid fire 2. So I am should be within rapid fire range, I think. Let's just measure from you. We got 1, 2. Yeah. Oh, this guy is actually out. So this guy won't get the +2. So I'll get 22 shots instead of 24. Sure. And these are going to be hitting on 6s. Pew! Only 3. Actually, not that great. Okay. And that is going to be at strength 6, AP 1, D3 damage. Okay. That's going to be 3 wounds, AP 1.
Okay, looking for 6s. We've got 1 of them.
Oh, nice.
So 2 dead.
You should have only rolled 2 saves, not 3.
Oh, I thought it was 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want me to redo that?
Yeah, just roll 2 dice, see what happens. All right. Got it.
2 down.
Okay, and then there's just a smattering of these auto guns. I think they're all going to be in range of 24, yeah. So that'll be 11 auto guns. And that's pretty easy. Hybrid firearms, excuse me. So that'll just be 12 shots for that, hitting on 3 6s. Pew! There we go. Now they're hitting, winning on 5s. 1 more wound, no AP.
5 up.
Oh, saved it. Cool. That is the Overwatch.
Lovely. So, shooting phase. So, is it worth shooting I suppose it is worth shooting the Gretchens. It's 3 damage, isn't it? So
I would shoot them at the Gene Stealers, but don't shoot them here, because if you do, then I'm going to get to freely shoot you back with my Skeletmorph, because he shoots every time someone shoots a model within 3 inches of him.
Okay, sure. All right. Sure. Okay. So the Gretchen pistols, I think, are 12 from memory.
Yeah, most pistols are.
Okay.
Yep, so everything up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This guy should be able to see. 13, yeah.
Okay. And Zodgrod has a pistol as well, and he benefits from the +1 to hit.
Dope.
He's leading the squad. He doesn't.
I said dope.
Oh, dope. Sorry,
yeah, he 100% benefits, yeah.
Yeah, but is his
He's got a slugger, not a grot blaster.
Stronger. Yeah, so their strength. Oh, where's my grot sheet? There it is. So the grots are strength 3 and his is strength 4, so it's slightly different. All right, so I'll do the grots first. So cool. They're hitting on 4s normally, but they have +1 to hits. They're hitting on 3s.
Yes, sir. Pretty good.
And then I'm strength 3, your toughness 4, so wounding on
4s because you're +1 to wounds.
Oh yeah. So 4 wounds, AP nil.
All right, so I have 5 armor save, and I am in cover, so I'll just roll those 4 dice
Yeah,
on
let's
4
go
ups.
for it.
Sweet. All right, you killed a G sealer.
Nice.
And I'll make your charge a little bit harder now.
Then I'm gonna roll Zodgrods. He misses. Doesn't
Dope.
matter. So not shooting. Not really shooting around here. You could argue I could maybe get pistol, but it's not really.
Yeah, you can
worth
shoot
it.
one if you want.
Nah.
All right.
all their damage is 2 damage, so if I'm only shooting with 1, it won't do
So that was a mistake you actually just made, right? So you just turned this into a
Okay.
7-inch charge instead of and an 8-inch on this side, and a 7 here instead of a 6 for both of them by killing that guy.
All right. Yeah. Didn't even factor that in.
So I'm just going to point that out so you learn from that, right?
Yeah. I normally think about that when I'm playing, but I actually didn't think I'd kill anything.
Right. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Right. So actually, my turn's going to be relatively quick because there's not a lot of shooting.
Short face.
The Squig Hog boys are.
You advanced them.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, that's right. And I've got a rocket here, and the weird boys
shoot
a psychic attack.
Shoot it.
So I'm going to shoot the rocket at your Ridge Runner.
Totally.
Because it's a vehicle. And the weird boy is there a character in the squad?
No.
So I'll just shoot the weird boy's attack at the Ridge Runner as well.
Okay. Yeah, it's 24 inches.
Yeah. So you've his damage would normally be 4 in a squad of 20, but because you killed 4 of them, it's 3 now. So I'll do the. I know. You made my sniping thing slightly worse. So where is my weird boys page? Right, it's over here. So he gets 1 attack.
What is that?
4s.
Let's see it. Wow.
Bash his head in.
That's it.
I missed. Cool. And I think it's hazardous. It's not hazardous. Brilliant. Okay, cool.
I think it's got 2 profiles, right? Like one of them's doesn't it? It's got a focused and an unfocused. No? Maybe I'm just dumb.
Yeah.
All right. Right on.
Oh no! Here we go. If it's got 10 or more models, it has hazardous. So
yep.
let's do hazardous check.
Oh crap! How many models is your stake?
It's 3 for character, right?
Yeah, that's right. And normal models it just kills.
Yeah, that's the point. So because he did it, he's down to 1 wound.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, at least he's not dead.
Yep.
Right. D3 rockets from the rocket. 2 rockets. Hitting on.
It's blast. So isn't it blast D3?
Yeah, but I'm shooting at the Ridge Runner.
Oh, Ridge Runner. Okay, yep. Just.
Cool. So it's just 2.
Hit
with 1.
Right on.
Strength 8, toughness 8.
Toughness on this thing is. Ridge Runner is going to be T7.
I would.
Heck yeah. What's the AP on it?
I believe it's 2. I'll just double check. Okay. Rocket is AP2, 3 damage. Cool. Oh, strength 9, even better.
And I would get no cover from that. So let's roll on a 5 arm save. Failed. Takes 3 wounds.
Nice. That worked out pretty well. All right, let's go to charging. So you overwatched. Did you overwatch? Yeah, you did.
I did.
So you can't overwatch again, can you?
Correct.
Okay, so I'm actually feeling I would prefer.
Just charge these first, right? Well, what do you have to charge? Like, identify the thing that you have to make the charge on.
I have to make this
correct
on these, so I should do those first for the CP route.
And even though you don't have, we know Anis. He rolled a 1 on his hazard assessed. It wasn't on his hit roll. He rolled a 1 to hit, and then on his hazardous test he rolled a 1. Thank you for looking out though. Appreciate that. But yeah, so you don't have CP, but let's just practice like we did. So we'll just go ahead and do that one first.
So this is a 7-inch charge. Yeah. Okay. Let's do that.
There you go.
Just about. Nice. So I'm gonna move the. This gets tricky now, doesn't it? I've got to roll them move them individually, right?
Yeah, a little frustrating, but. And you have to base if you can, but I don't think you could have based any of them, so because it was like 7-4 away.
Well, I've just hit that rock, so he should have been right a little bit, and then he can actually move to a valid position.
No, you can stand on this clip. You can stand on that clip.
Okay.
Yeah, it's totally fine.
Okay. These guys at the back aren't getting into base to base. They're just going to move 7.
Put them wherever you want.
Like that.
Right on, brother.
And
Heck
then I'll
yeah.
do the other guys.
Mm-hmm.
No, I failed,
No, no.
but that's fine.
Yep.
No problem. So I don't actually know what's going to happen here. I think it's a case of if you roll well enough in your invulns, this squad will die. I think.
Could be. I mean, I don't have that much damage coming at you, but the Patriarch does hit hard. And you are -1 to wound, which is really nice.
Yeah, I think I actually want to put all of these into these two characters to try and kill them. Because
One thing that you could do to try to save yourself, and this is something that actually, if you guys ever watch Cooper's streams from the Orc Discord, his name is Felix. He's awesome. He's really good at doing this. You can tag one Gretchen right here, and then put the rest in it, so that these Gene Stealers have to pile in towards your Gretchen, and they can't pile in to attack them.
Okay, that's a good idea. It makes coherency harder though, because they've got to be within 2 models.
Yeah, but you just kill these models first when I strike you, and you don't care.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Well, I'll do that. So, what charge do I have to make here? Then I need to do
A
5-inch to them.
Are you willing to gamble on a 5-inch charge without a CP? You don't declare the Kellamorph at all, because remember you can pile in and attack them anyway.
Yeah. Which you couldn't do that in 9th, could you?
No. Are you taking the 5 or the 3?
I will take the.
I'll tell you what I would do right here. I'm only declaring
I'm
the
going to take the 3.
exactly, and then what happens is you can move these guys 3 closer and also closer to them, and then pile in and touch them.
Okay, that's a good shout. So let's see if I'm lucky.
Oh hell yeah! There you go. So now you have to move everything base to base that you can without being within an inch of my Kellamorph. So let me just give you a little bubble there.
Okay.
So like he can't be there because you're touching the bubble, so he would have to be here.
Sure.
Yep. So these guys have to go base to base if they can.
Okay.
So no. Yeah, exactly. Because you would just move these guys to block yourself. You 100% can block yourself. That's totally good. And that's actually how you get around this. Like GW, when they rewrote the rules, they're like, "Oh, we're gonna make it simpler," and it's like what they did is they just created new exploits.
Yeah.
I love GW and I appreciate a lot of the work they're doing, but some of it just kind of didn't work.
I mean, I think that's every edition of the game, isn't it?
Yeah, of course.
Try and make it simpler, and it just makes it more complicated.
Yeah. It was funny. Like the second we everyone on our team saw it, we like immediately started thinking about how do we exploit this. Like, I don't think you're gonna be.
I think I'm gonna get him fully in.
Nope,
that's fine. Though.
So then you have 9 inches. Maybe pile a few more over here so they can hit the Kellamorph with your Rufford.
I know that's 6.4, but I rolled a 9, so I should have been able to get around.
Yeah. You have more, so bring them all the way over here because they won't be able to attack the Reductus.
So yeah. that's a question actually. So
move straight through your models.
Let's say I had a free spot here. I could move 9 through my models and just drop the guy there.
Yeah, absolutely. You just can't move through my models.
Yeah. All right.
Cool. So bring them all the way as far as you can, so that you can pile in and get to the Kellamorph also.
Okay. Well, so let's do what you said about piling into that squad of Gene Stealers. So it'd be something like this.
Yeah, totally. And then you don't care when I kill you back because you're just going to kill several Gretchen, and what do you care, right?
Because as long as I move closer to this unit,
yep,
and I can't get within melee engagement range,
exactly. And all you want to do is you just want to get within 0.9 so that I can get as few attacks into you as possible on the pylon.
Okay, sure.
Cool.
Sounds good. Yep. And the last one is, I wish I had a CP.
Yep. You got a 7-inch. There you go.
Oh,
she blows. Attaboy.
Crumping time.
Hell yeah. We're gonna crump.
So it's +2, so that 8 is a
so
10.
It's a 10.
Yeah, so just mentally figuring it out.
That is such a good.
I need to do this one at a time, don't I? So
yep. No, I mean you can move them a little bit faster if you want, but yep, there you go.
What's,
and then base to base if you can.
That's actually something I was wondering. Is if you've got 1 CP left, is it better to give +2 to your, your charge roll, or is it better to keep a CP to do a CP reroll?
It depends on what the distance is, right? So if you have a 9-inch charge, you only have a 27% chance of making that, or I'm sorry, 24% chance of making that, 27% chance, or 47% chance of making it with a reroll. But a 7-inch charge, on its own is going to be like a 55% chance of making it.
Mm.
So
it's more taking
plus
the gamble.
2
You know,
is
you could roll a 9 naturally and then not have to burn the CP.
yeah, but like you're super unlikely to do that. And with a CP reroll, you have a lower chance of getting in than you do on just a 7-inch charge, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
So that's the way I would
Okay,
think of it.
cool. So you don't have CP to interrupt me.
I do
so I
not.
can kind of do this in any order.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to start with this one. This is the one that interests me the most currently.
If I were you, I'd start the Gretchen.
Okay.
Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to kill these guys first so that your tag me plane doesn't work.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
So yeah, that makes sense. So I want to pile in
Yep.
closest.
So he goes right there.
I thought you could only pile in if you got into engagement range.
You are in engagement range now.
But not with this guy. I'm engagement range with.
You're
I suppose I'm with engagement range with both.
Yeah, you're engaged with both. Totally.
Yeah. Okay. But I don't want to kill him. I just want to tag him. So
Why don't you want to kill him?
I think so. This is something I always do. Is I normally split attacks, end up killing nothing.
Dude, I got 3 wounds here. Like you're gonna kill him.
Okay.
I got 3 wounds and like a 5 of armor save. You should kill him. Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah.
You would just be like, here, cool. I got you.
Yeah, cool.
I help.
So it's to the closest model, so he has to move to him.
No, he just has to move closer.
Okay.
So now you're closer.
Cool. The rest of these guys are
Perfect.
Basically base to base. So if I move too much over here, I break coherency.
Right, and you're don't remember you have to. Unfortunately, you're gonna have to base me because you can.
Okay, so let's do these guys first and see how the rest. So you said stay outside of point.
You can't because you have to base me because you're close enough to base me.
Okay, yeah.
You don't have a choice.
Try and get 3.
There you go.
That'll do. Are these guys going to move this way?
No, you can move them as little as possible because now it doesn't really matter all that much, right?
Yeah, true.
Now,
okay.
now none of this matters anymore.
Sure. Okay. Well, let's do some fighting then.
Let's do it.
I will do Zodgrod and the Grots against the Saboteur first. So
Mr. Cooper's in the chat. He's just Coop. We're just showing Mr. Big Mac here your strategy of tagging with the Gretchen so that we can't pile in and get a lot of attacks in. So that was a Cooper special we just did.
Hi Coop, I love you.
All right, so we're starting the Gretchen. What do we got?
Yep. I was going to do Zodgrod first.
Zod first.
Yeah. So he's got 5 attacks hitting on
2s.
Yeah, it'll be 3s to 2s, wouldn't it? And then his strength
7, so higher than mine, and +1, so 2s.
Okay. Yeah. So and it's AP
2, I believe.
2. Yeah.
Right, so that's 3 saves. I think I got no save at all, so I'm dead. Or that's the reductor. Sorry.
Oh, that's quick.
Yep, only 3. Only 3. Yeah, 3 wounds.
And then I will attack with that guy and the other Grots and the Runt Herd.
Yeah, so technically you need to declare this all at once, but we already knew what you were doing, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, I was going to attack him into the Saboteur, so I'll do minus that one.
Yeah, it's totally fine.
Yeah, cool.
So 3 Gretchen and 1 Runt Herd here.
Yeah, just again, I'm bad with memorizing sheets. I was
good, my man.
It's all changed now. So I have 3 attacks with the Grot Smacker.
The Grot Smacker.
Those dice didn't roll properly, but I think they still did.
Yeah, let's call it a 6, a 5, and a 2. That works for me.
They went in the roller, but they still But he hits on 2s because of the.
Oh, you're right. He does it on 2s.
Yeah, so
because super Grots are awesome. It's an explosion.
I've not actually killed anything with them yet. Yeah, so his strength is 4, but he's got +1 to wound. So what's your toughness on that guy?
The Kellamorph, I believe, is a 4, but let's find out. Toughness 3, so that's 2.
So that's 3 wounds at AP 1.
I don't think he has got any.
AP 0.
5 have been vuln, so that's all good. 3 wounds on this point. Oh, he's dead.
Oh, bloody hell. Okay. I wasn't expecting that.
Nope.
So now
3
I
Grots.
consolidate. Oh yeah. That's what they're even fighting.
Super Grots!
Go, Super Grots, go.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 well, they're web skill 5, I think.
Yeah, so I think you had a force.
So hit on 4s, yeah. So 1 hit.
Mhm.
And then their toughness 4, you said. So it'll be
Force.
winning on.
There you go.
Yeah. Cool. 1 win.
I take a wound.
Yeah, lovely. And so with consolidation,
Mhm.
it's still a May, isn't it? So I can just leave them where they are.
Yeah, you don't have to move at all.
Okay, well, I will not move then.
Cool.
And then I'll attack with this squad.
Cool.
So I didn't base with either because I physically couldn't.
Correct. So you can move
I
them 3 inches as long as you end base to base basically anywhere here. You do still have to end base to base because you can. There you go.
So I would ideally like a foot on the objective, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. So this is another question, actually.
Mhm.
So now that they're base to base, I can move these guys wherever I want. So that guy can join in fighting.
You do.
This
You just
guy-
have to end closer. That's all.
Yeah, but so my question is should I get him involved in the fight or should I have him towing onto this objective?
That's a question for you, basically,
Mm,
because you're not scoring objectives this turn at all anyway.
I'm not scoring, and
so-
I think this squad's dead.
Yeah, and so the only thing that you could do by leaving him there is basically you give me the opportunity to secure no man's land or to capture storm hostile objective. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll do that then.
Yep.
Right. So let's start with I'll start with the knobs in the squad.
Yep.
Of the squad. They have.
So right before we do that, just go ahead and take a battle shock test.
Is that what happens when I charge you?
Yeah, each enemy unit within 6 inches of this model must take a battle shock test.
I believe I'm good with a 7. Yeah, I am. The leadership 7.
Good to go.
Cool. So they've got 3 power claw attacks each.
3 power
there's
claws.
5 of them, so that's 15.
And they should all hit. Yep, no problems.
Oh, I just remembered how to spawn dice. I just saw the button. I'm going to spawn some dice like that. There you go. That's nice and easy. Oh, hold on, wrong color.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what the hell are you doing?
I have to roll green dice. Obviously. Right, so they're hitting on 4s normally, but
So 3s.
I believe the war boss gives them +1 to hit.
Absolutely, sir.
So that's brilliant.
Woo.
So it's hitting on 4s. So
3s, because you're +1 to hit, right?
Yeah, I deleted 2 3s there, so
Yep.
put this back in, and then I have 3 exploding 6s. So
there you go.
I have 3 more, and then I'm likely
Winning on
winning
2s.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. 5 of bones. So I saved 4. So you killed 5.
Nice.
So this guy died.
War boss. Where is my war boss sheet? I think he's still a damage 2 weapon, isn't he?
Yeah, it's just
the attack squigs are 1 damage. So I'll do the GC does 1 wound each, right?
2.
2 wounds each. Okay, so I'll do the war boss's 2 damage weapons first, and then do the squigs.
Okay.
After. So he's got 4 attacks. He hits on 2s.
Cool.
Yeah, I haven't wired, so there's no bonuses.
Correct.
So 4 attacks, hit on 2s.
Gross. And 2s.
So 2 hits and 2s again. So 2 wounds, AP 2.
All right, kill 2.
All right, and then he's got the attack squig, which I believe was 4 attacks. No, it's 2 attacks. So, and they're still hitting on 2s. So I think it's. Oh no, it's weapon skill 4. No, those both miss.
Whoop, whoop.
Okay, cool.
All right.
And then I will do this delicious.
Do you want to consolidate at all?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. So I consolidate onto an objective, right?
If you can't end in an engagement range of the enemy. So.
But only if I can't end in engagement range. So if I move this to.
So you're already in engagement range. So basically, what you want to do is you want to make sure you block yourself so that you can't get base to base. Right. So you move him here, and then you move them there, and then you move him there. So now it's going to be impossible to move him 3. He could still move 3 inches. So what you would do is you just put this guy here, and then this guy would come here, right?
And then I can fight through the models so that's a valid.
Yeah, and now this guy can't end base to base, so you could just do that with. But he can't move further away is the trick, right? So it's like now you're at 3.2. Can you get him here and still be 3.2? No, you can't. Really. You have to move further away.
So I just stick him in. Yeah, that's cool. That's fine. Cool. Right. So next squad. So I want to tag this Ridge Runner, don't I?
Seems reasonable.
Yeah, just so that you can't easily shoot other stuff.
Totally.
So move 3. And in a way that I'm actually able to fight you. These guys are base to base. So is he. So these guys will come around the side.
Nice. So you're doing it right.
Yeah.
Attaboy.
Oh, sorry, got the wrong marker out.
It's all good.
I
So
kind of
So for
blocked
everyone
myself
who's
there.
watching right now, this type of a stream is not like this is the type of stuff that I'm actually going to be doing on when I open up my Patreon a little bit. Essentially what I'm going to move towards doing is you guys won't have to pay for the stream, but anyone who's a member of the Patreon, that's the only way you're going to be selected to be a member of the stream, if that makes sense. So it's not like people are going to have to pay me anything to actually be on stream. But if you're a member of the Patreon, even at like the $1 tier, you'll be selected for a pool of people who want to come on for the learning streams. So we'll keep we might even still keep publishing them all on YouTube for everyone to enjoy for free. But the actual members of the Patreon will be the ones who will be on the streams in the future. That's still several months out, but that's kind of where my brain is right now.
That sounds good. So the way I've moved, these guys are out of engagement range.
Yes, sir.
I sort of blocked myself in. Right, so these are 1 wound models.
Yeah. 1 wound models, baby.
Yeah. Oh, I left my weird boy behind. he'll
suffer. He's weird. He smells bad.
Because he hurt himself. He's disgraced.
He is disgraced.
So these are all 1 wound models. So I'll start with just all the choppers.
Let's do
so
it.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4.
So
5,
this
6,
guy
7.
can. Oh yeah, because he's war boss. Yep, 100%.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the power claw guy. 8, 9, 10, 11, and the guy with the rocket's got a slightly different weapon.
Yeah.
So I'll do 11 times 3, so 33 attacks.
It's casual.
This is why you play Orks.
Absolutely. And so if you guys watch my my Genes How to Beat Genes to the Cult's Army review video that I did the other day, what did I say? I said, well, you have to be able to wipe a neophyte squad. And what do boys do well? They actually wipe a neophyte squad. I still like beast snaggers more than boys, but boys are still very useful for this.
Yeah. I mainly don't want to buy beast snaggers because I've got loads of boys.
I respect that.
This is my wound roll. So drop that.
Drop this.
Drop that. So 22 saves at AP1.
All right. AP1. So I saved 4 of them. So that's 18 dead.
Cool. Is that the squad or should
Nope.
I keep rolling?
Keep rolling. You got 2 more.
Okay. So the boy with the close combat weapon has 2 attacks from memory.
Mm-hmm.
And it's AP 0. Yep. Okay. It's strength 4. So they're still winning on 3s.
Mm-hmm.
So both hit.
1 wound.
1 wound at AP nothing.
All right. 1 more dies.
And then the war boss attacking. He's got. I'll do the 2 attacks with the Squig first.
All right. Just to save
Both
time.
hit. Both wound.
Yep. I sort of. He's dead. That's fine. He's dead.
Cool.
Cool. So that's wipe.
That's wipe. So now I will consolidate. So at this point, I could. No, I couldn't. Okay. I'll pile into the Ridge Runner.
Cool.
Consolidate the Ridge Runner. Sorry. Best I can.
Mm-hmm.
If I can't get into engagement range, am I still able to move?
You are in engagement range. Oh, 1.1. No, you're actually not. But yeah, you're just you can still bring them because it's by the unit, right? Because the unit has to end with engagement range.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to move all the ones up behind the squad.
Totally.
Because the front ones are the ones that matter.
Absolutely.
And then you can fight back. That's all my scrapping.
Nice. So let's just get some G sealers in here. And then, so I got 2 gene sealers. Let me look at their profile real fast. So we're gonna 4 attacks each. Hit on 2, strength 4, AP 2, damage 1, and they do have devastating wounds. Hitting on 2s. And strength 4, so wounding on 5s. Alright. That's going to be 1 mortal and 2 at AP2, so 3 damage basically.
Okay, so the
oh no, knobs actually have a 4 up, I think. So
yeah, so I have 6.
So 6 up saves. So 2 saves.
They will 2 damage each or 1 damage.
1 damage each.
Okay,
and then you had 1 mortal wound, so that's 3 damage so far.
Yeah, so 1 boy is dead.
Cool.
And there's a boy on 1 wound, which I'll say is this one.
All right. Then we got Mr. Patriarch. He's going to have 5 attacks, and his are devastating and twin linked. So 5 attacks, hitting on 2s. All hit. And he's going to be wounding you strength 6. So your toughness is 5, right?
Well,
But
plus
you're
one to
minus.
wound.
Yeah, yes. So then I need force. But it is twin linked. Okay. So I drop 1. So that is going to be 2 mortals. And then you have 3 saves at AP2, damage 2.
So 6s again.
Right, so 4 die.
So do you do mortals after damage?
Yeah, mortals are after. So 1 kills the guy who's on 1. And then 2 die. And then 1 more dies for mortals.
So these are 1 damage each still, right?
No, 2 damage each.
2 damage. So the guy with 1 wound
Dies.
takes 2, dies.
No, he takes 1 of the wounds because each one's 2 damage.
Yeah.
And
so
then 2 guys die.
2 will die.
And then 2 more mortals.
Okay, so then he's dead too.
Yeah, so the squad.
So the knobs are dead. So so now that he's become a unique unit, he no longer has the +1 to wound.
Correct.
Bonus.
Correct.
Ability. Yeah. Cool.
All right. So that was your turn. How did you score, sir?
Well, I hold 2 objectives in No Man's Land.
Yep, absolutely.
Secure No Man's Land.
Yes, sir. So that
and
is.
I kill the unit on them, which I think scores me maximum.
So yep, you get 5 points on both. So that's an amazing first turn.
Yeah, I got very lucky with most secondaries, honestly.
Well, that's part of it, right? But you also have to have an army that can score the secondaries, which is one of the things that Orks are really good at. So the way we discard is you just press the X. Where is your X?
Hiding. I don't see it anywhere.
Why don't you have an X? Here, click this button. Why don't you have an X? Oh, well, that's annoying. Anyway, they're discarded, so we'll just let's put more over it. It's no problem. Yeah, we'll fix it. It's no problem.
So, actually, a question on that. Because those cards were in the deck, and you don't know who's going to go first.
Right.
Was it a mistake on, and you know, obviously you're better than me, but was it a mistake on your part having your units on this objective? Would it have been best to have them slightly behind or something?
No, I don't really think so. And maybe a little bit, but I really wanted to make sure that I screened the jump boys from going anywhere really important. Like, I don't care that they are over here where they are, but I didn't want them over here, and I definitely didn't want them here, right? So I was like, okay, cool, I'll screen you here, and I'll screen you here, because I don't want them in the middle either.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that was my thought process. Doesn't mean it's 100% the correct thought process, but that was my thought process.
Yeah. Yep, fair enough.
Cool. All right, so that's going to be the end of your turn. So what we do is we just if you just right-click on the blue button here. Perfect. So we go into my turn. So now I'll draw my secondaries. So I get secure no man's land and behind enemy lines. Okay. So secure no man's land will be quite easy, and then behind enemy lines. Actually, secure no man's land is not going to be easy. It'll be easy for 3 points, I suppose. Okay.
Behind enemy lines is not the greatest for you on turn 1, is it? You'd want to get that on turn 2.
Yeah, that's a little bit rough for turn 1, but that's okay. Because once again, most of my stuff is like, we want to be able to fall back and shit. Can't fall back and charge. So, all right, how do we do this? Well, let's just go and wipe those Zodgrots, I think. So we'll move them 6 inches. Okay, and then we'll take the Ridge Runner and we'll move him up like this, just outside of an inch of your unit. And then I think we fall back Patriarch and the Gene Stealers. I think, do they move 8? I believe they do, if I remember that correctly. Yeah, they move 8. So I'm going to fall back here because I'm just about to shoot you to death anyway. And that's going to force you to move in a certain way on your next turn. So that's going to be like 2.4. And then... Perfect. Okay. And then this is a little annoying. So what I'm going to do is, I we're going to take you to be about, is that a 10-inch move? If it's more, I'll move it less. 12-inch move, so I get 2 inches with it. Okay. And then we will move these guys as well. I don't need the rule. So basically my plan now is I have to identify what threats of yours are a real big issue, right? What's the big issue for me right now? What do you think?
The Zodgrots, because they're holding an objective.
No.
They're in the way of the Ridge Runner. No?
The Zodgrots are not really a threat, but I do want to deal with them now before they become a threat, because they will be a threat when they're in the water, but they're not a threat right now, right? Because in shooting, you don't get -1 to wound. So they're going to be really easy. So I'm just going to let my Neophyte hybrids handle them. These guys are a bit of a threat. Unfortunately, I can't get to them because your Zodgrots have screened me. So really, the threat is this. So I need to handle this squad right now. And I think I can do it fairly convincingly. Okay. And then we'll just follow this squad back. Right. And I don't want you to be able to pile in when I charge you. So I'm just going to make him go outside of 3. Okay. All right. Basically, that is going to be all my movement for turn 1. And we're just going to go straight into the shooting phase, I believe. Okay. So let's go ahead and do this unit of Neophytes. They are going to shoot the crap out of the Zodgrots. So I got 4 seismics, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be 24 shots. Hitting you on 5s. Okay. And wound you on 2s. All right. So that is going to be 7 dead.
Just on my Grots?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So 7 die.
There's +1 to wound with their
No. You don't get that in shoot. Or do you get that in shooting also? Yeah, actually, you do get that in shooting. Sorry, you totally do get that. So I wound you on 2s. So 3s wound you. So still 7 dead.
Yeah, cool. Do I get cover because they're on the on this piece of terrain?
No, you do get cover, but at the same time, you have a 7-up armor set, so it doesn't matter, right? Or do you have a 6-up on Gross now?
7-up, but if it's AP0, I'd have a chance of a save.
Hey, someone was right. I do need a battle shock on my Patriarch and G-Tiers. Thanks for bringing that up. I didn't think about it. They pass. Thank you for bringing that up, though.
Yeah, so with AP0 or AP1?
On those seismic cannons are AP1, so yes, so 7
yes, okay, so it doesn't matter then.
Yep.
So I will pull from this area, so
cool.
5, 7.
All right, and then we're going to have 46 flamer shots.
Oh.
That's 15 shots. All right, and they're going to wound you on 5s. Or I'm sorry, not 5s, on 3s, because it's double your toughness. Okay. And that's going to be 11 saves. No, actually, no, you don't get cover from flamers, so 11 die.
Yeah, cool. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. So they're below 7 models now, so I don't have to worry about coherency as much.
Correct, yeah. Coherency is a lot easier now. And then we're going to have 11 guys with autoguns and rapid fire, so that's 22 more shots. Hit you on 4s. Okay. And then these are strength 3. So you still have some Gretchen alive, which means your unit toughness is 2, which sucks. So now I'm wounding on 4s. Because I'm -1 to wound you. All right, and that's going to be another 6 saves. No AP here, so you get 6 up armors now. For the Gretchen, and then I think the Runt Herd has better armor. So sharp, slow,
So I should do these to the point where they're...
so basically roll for 3 Gretchen first. All right, so the 3 Gretchen died.
I rolled 4 because the Runt Herd's the same. I know he's slightly better, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he's got a better armor save.
Yeah.
So just say...
Yeah, anyway, because I
okay.
regardless of which one of those was the Runt Herd, he'd still be dead. So.
Cool. All right, and then you get 2 more saves on Mr. Zodgrod, but he definitely has a save.
Yeah, he's got a 5-up armor and a 6-up fear no pain.
Okay, so then you will have cover against this, so that's a 4-up right now. 4s to save.
Was it 2 or 4?
It was 2. 2 saves.
2.
All right, so you save one.
Fail one, and then I feel no pain.
Takes 1
fail
wound.
it. So he's down to, I think he's got 5 base.
Yep.
He's 5 points base. He's on 4 now.
Dope. Okay, so then what we'll do is we're going to go ahead and shoot the Reductor Saboteur into your Orc boys. Let me pull up her card for everybody. Alrighty then, so we'll shoot the Demolition Charges. It's only 1 shot, but I think we're going to go ahead and do it now. And it is going to be D6 plus 3 blast, hitting on 2, strength 12, AP 2, damage 2. Ooh! That is brutal. It's only 6 inches, and I didn't move her far enough, so I can't shoot that, actually. I should have checked her range first. Too bad for me. Then we'll do the remote explosives instead. It's still blast, though. That's a D6 plus 3 shots. Okay. D6. So that's going to be 5 plus 3 is going to be 8. And then for blast, how many models are in that unit right now?
18, roughly.
Right, so that's going to be an extra 3. Cool. And then I'll hit you on 3s. Ew, gross. And then my strength on that is strength 5.
4s.
Cool. So then you got 3 saves, no AP.
Okay. 4 saves.
Yeah, 4 saves, sorry.
Yeah, no worries. So 5-up armor. I made 2 of them. I'll do.
Cool. Today?
Too shabby.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I'm going to pull these 2 guys at the edge.
Perfect. Cool. And then I'm going to go ahead and put my 4 flamers right here. Pew, pew, pew. Flamer, and that's not that great, but I'll take it. Winning you on 5s. That's going to be 4 saves, no cover.
Cool. Made 2 of them.
Cool.
I'll pull these other 2 on the edge.
And then we'll do 4 seismics. So that's going to be 24 shots. Hitting you on 5s. And then it's strength 6, so when you on 3s. All right. So you got 4 saves at AP 1.
Do I get cover on this?
Yeah, you can take, if you take them on the guys in cover, yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that. So
actually, the whole squad gets covered because you're partially obscured by my whole unit, so never mind. So the whole squad will get covered. That's really annoying.
I only made 1 anyway.
Cool. So 3 die.
So if the whole squad gets cover, I'll take the win somewhere else.
That's fine. Of course.
Yeah.
1 and 2.
I'm gonna keep the rocket in the squad.
All right, and then I'll just have 1 auto gun right there, so they'll have 2 shots, and that'll hit you on 4s. No hits. Okay, then we'll move on into the Ridge Runner. How many models are in that unit still?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10.
10. All right, so then we will shoot the Heavy Stubber first. Let me bring this thing up here so we can just kind of look at it together. Twin Heavy Stubber, rapid fire 3, so that's going to be 6 shots. And it's twin blades. And it's got a spotter, so this will be ballistic skill 3 up, not 4 up. Hitting on 3s. Chopped 1. Winning you on 5s with full rerolls. Because it's twin blades. That's just 1 save, no AP.
4 up.
Oh, saved it. Attaboy. And then his next shot is going to be the Heavy Mining Laser, which is D3, but it's also blast, so it's plus 2. D3 plus 2. All right, so that's going to be 5 shots. Hitting you on 3s. Drops 1. Strength 12, I believe. Yep, strength 12. Yeah. And this will be AP3, so no saves against this. Okay. Nice. Nice. Perfect. Okay. Not bad. So I made I made an error of not moving this guy within 6. That was just foolish. I didn't check my own ranges. So make sure you check your ranges, people.
Do you want
This
to
is
take that
good.
back?
No, 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 that's okay. I don't mind at all. I think that is all pretty good. Um, let's start a charge phase. I will charge my Ridge Runner into your Orc Boys. He'll probably just need it too. Yep. And he takes an 8. So what we'll do is we'll just do this.
You can probably get on that objective.
No, because I'd have to rotate. And I have to end base to base.
Fair
Nice.
enough.
So that goes there.
But in ninth, you could have, right? Because if you were within an inch.
Oh, I do still have this Ridge Runner over here to shoot, actually. Let's shoot him at your War Boss, because that's his only target. I forgot about that shot. Do you mind if I go back and do his shooting?
No, go for it.
Cool.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I hear you. Perfect.
Yeah, cool.
Hit you on
I thought my
3s.
mic was being weird.
Then win you on 5s. Full rerolls because it's twin links. You got 3 saves, no AP.
He's got 4 up armor.
Mhm.
Make
Safe,
ball.
safe, safe. Dope. And then he got D3 shots with his heavy cannon. So it's 2 shots hitting on 3s. 1 hit, and it's going to wound you on a 2. That's a wound. AP 3.
I think I have a 5 up and 1 with him. Yeah, I do. Yeah,
Oh.
he's okay.
So you're totally good. Yeah, that works
Well,
really good.
That's going to be really useful for me next time.
Oh yeah, that's super good for you. Okay, cool. So that's the only charge I made. I'll just do whatever my Pidiance attacks are. Ridge Runner reels, attacks 3. Nice. Hit you on 4s. 1 hit, strength 5, wound you on a 4. 1 save, no AP.
It's the Warboss again.
No, this is just the Ridge Runner into the
Okay.
boys. All right, 1 guys.
Yeah.
Then you can pile in and do your checks back. Oh, and I also need to charge this squad. Sorry, fuck, I'm going so fast. Damn it.
That's okay. Are we behind schedule? Are we okay?
We're just a little.
So that's me having an all calming TTS.
Yeah, basically, I was just moving a little faster, guys. Sorry. That was my bad. And then the rest are pretty blocked, so we'll just move the models like this.
Are these guys any good in combat?
Nope.
I don't really know. No, okay.
Not at all.
But he's got 4 wounds, so you could clink them off.
It's possible. So then we'll just pile them in and do their little punch, their little pillow punches. And you don't get the +1 and -1 anymore since you're no longer attached to a unit of Grots.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. I think they only get 1 attack each. Close combat weapon. Yeah, it's 1 attack each. Hit and 4 is strength 3. Cool. Yep. 4s. Not bad. Strength 3s. Toughness what?
5.
Cool. So I just need 5s. That's just 1 wound. No AP.
Okay, so 5 up armor save.
Oh,
I made it.
Cool. Nothing there. Smack you there, and then you are in the clear, my friend. Go ahead and strike back.
I'll do Zodgod first.
Cool.
So I've already forgotten what he has. 5 attacks, hitting a 2, strength 7. Okay. All right. So winning on 2s, I'm guessing.
T3.
Yeah. So 5 saves, AP2.
Cool. So you killed 5.
Nice. That worked out quite well for me.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Obviously, you have the objective, so maybe not. But okay. So and then I fight back with the blobber boys over here on your Ridge Runner.
Sure.
So let's go with these guys first. So 1 in engagement, 2 in engagement, 3 in engagement, and then the rest of the guys will move so that they're base to base.
You just moved him 3.2, so I don't think he actually ends up in engagement.
Apologies.
Yeah, it's okay. So he does though. He's definitely gets to base to base.
Yeah. What can I do with this guy? He's not moved yet. Is he valid? Can he not move because he's valid, or could I move him to here?
You can move him right here if you can clear the base.
I always forget that I can move through my own stuff.
Yeah, perfect.
Did you used to be able to do that?
Nope.
Move through your own models. No, that's a new edition thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, can I take that back? Because
Yeah,
I
of
just
course.
realised I can't get my warboss in if I move him.
You can't get him in anyway because he can't reach base to base
Oh,
regardless.
yeah. Okay, fine. I'll move him.
Yeah. Yeah, no matter what you do, you can't reach him.
That's cool. Yeah, I saw that.
Yep.
Yeah, that do.
And that's why I
Cool.
brought him to this extreme edge, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mhm.
Right, well, I'll start with Weird Boy because I think he's not too bad in melee now.
All right, man. Well, let's see what he's got. Let's see what the weird boy's got.
I hit you with my bonking stick.
The bonking stick. Oh, jeez. Eddie, I know what you're thinking, and I don't want to hear it from you. Okay.
Oh, I didn't go in. So
Right.
that one's a miss. That
But it explodes.
exploding, and then
T7.
I'm gonna roll first and see what my stats are.
That sounds
Strength
right.
8. Your toughness is
7.
You said 7, so that's 3 wounds at AP 1. They do D3 each.
Nice. 4 up armors. Saved 1. Roll your damage for the 2 that went through.
Cool. So roll those. Yeah.
All right.
Not too
4
bad.
damage. So I've got 4 left.
I'll take that. That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
that's great, man.
The Noble Power Claw here has 3 attacks. Would be hitting on 4s, but it's 3s because of the War Boss.
Mhm.
Wow, that's pretty good.
That's great. 1 explosion.
I'm gonna just delete these dice and have some more that look the same. So these are wounding on 3s.
Oh, gross. Wow. AP2. So 5 up saves. Probably killed it. No, he takes 2. He's alive on 2 left.
That's and then I've got 5 boys here that can fight.
Mm-hmm.
So they've got 15 attacks between them, and they hit on 2s. And there's 2 extra hits from the exploding 6s. I'm wounding on
5s.
So 4 saves at AP1.
Okay, so I get 2 wounds left, so I'm actually going to roll these one at a time because it would be really good for me if this thing doesn't die. So I get a 4 up armor save. Save the first one. 4 up armor save. I will take that wound, no problem. 4 up armor save. I got 1 left. I'm going to sign... that is a troubling decision.
Tossing up.
Nah, I'll let him die. Does he blow up?
Okay.
He does not blow up. Okay. So let me. Now I have to roll a dice to see if it comes back to life on a 4 up. It does. So I'll get to place a blip, and I put this blip
to somewhere else.
Say again.
I wasn't sure if it came back to life where it died or somewhere else.
No. So now what I do is I'm going to put a blip somewhere on the battlefield, and it's going to be 9 inches away from you. And at the end of your next movement phase, it'll come back to life.
Sure.
My
movement phase. Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah. So it's like you don't have much time, right?
Feels like Necrons, sort of a relentless horde.
Yeah, I mean it's just it is kind of like that actually. So if you move within 9 of it though, it'll just kind of disappear. So we'll just put it right here.
So if so I can work with it. If I move within 9, it goes away.
Yeah, absolutely. I think probably we end up putting it right about here because I don't want you to fall back with them and just get rid of it. That opens you up to having a Storm Boy do it. That's actually there's really no super safe places to do it right now, actually. I think this is probably going to be the only one. And then, because this guy will screen you. Yeah. So your Storm Boys. Oh, that's not very safe, actually. Yeah, I don't really have anywhere safe to put it. So I think this is the only safe place for it. Cool. I'll put it right there.
Okay, that's interesting. So because I was going to charge this squad next turn. I know you got.
Oh yeah, that's really dumb. That's right. Yeah, that's really dumb. I know. We'll put it here, I suppose.
Can you not just put it right at the back end of the table?
No, because you should put Storm Boys like right here or something, right? I guess I could. Oh, it is safe here. What am I doing? It is completely safe right here. Yep, I'm good.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because I can't.
Exactly. She'd be within an inch of me, and then this guy screens. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Now I'm safe. Okay. Yeah, I'm safe now. Fine.
Sure.
That's actually a little bit of a tricky thing I hadn't considered. It actually can be tricky to place this.
Well, yeah.
Cool. So that is going to be the end of my turn. I did score 5 on Secure No Man's Land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I got 0 on behind me lines. Okay. And we'll just go right on into your turn. Sorry. Turn 2.
Cool. So
You
I
get
draw
10
2 cards.
points. You get 10 points for primary
Oh,
first
for
because you
primary,
rolled 2 objectives. Nice. Yeah, and then we'll just draw two cards. So just click this button. Okay, it won't do it. Never mind. You're right. Sorry.
Yeah, I think it broke.
It was you. It was the Orks. I was too scared of it. All right, good turns for your good cards for your watch turn, baby.
Yeah, wow. I forget what Storm Hostile objective is.
Take an objective from me. Yeah.
Okay, so what do you have in terms of objectives? You've got the center, your home one, and the one with the Zodgrod on it.
Yeah, this is kind of a guaranteed right here that you're going to take.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So my thinking was use. I'm going to call the war in a minute.
Yep.
I'll give you my war voice in a second.
Nice.
Let me just think out my turn.
We're going to get a headphone warning. Don't worry. There will be a headphones warning.
So I'm still going to keep this truck back here with the Mega Knobs, even though I'm doing okay everywhere else on the board. I think it's still good to guarantee my home objective.
Sure. Yeah, you're never going to get the Mega Knobs up here anyway, so why would you? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. This truck is, again, just
empty.
Would it be worth moving my truck to do tank shock on these guys?
I mean, you could.
Another body in the center.
You could. I just assumed that you were going to charge your Squig Hog boys and kill them.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how tanky a Patriarch is, if I'm honest.
He's got 6 wounds. His toughness is going to be toughness 5, 6 wounds, 4 pinball.
Because I've engaged in all fronts, I think I'm going to move this war boss and charge this thing to guarantee that Zodgrod doesn't die to melee or something.
Yep.
That way I have something in that corner. Okay, so let's war. Okay.
Let's do it. All right.
Headphone warning.
3, 2, 1. Okay. That was more of a deep guttural.
I heard it.
My wife heard it. She said it was WA approved.
They go through your headphones. Okay. I'm going to advance the war boss, the lone war boss first.
Cool. So fast.
Nice big 11-inch. So I'm going to go to here, so outside of an inch. I'm going to move these guys next.
Okay.
Again, oh, in you go.
Big 11
So 11. So I think I've got to be. Actually, I don't have to be too careful. That's actually that's a lot further than I thought. So outside of an inch to there.
Yep.
I have to remember that I can move through my own units.
Yeah.
I've said it a few times, but I'm so used to not being able to do
It's a really big deal that people are struggling with right now, but that movement phase thing that's key. You have to remember that. Because combat is so nerfed now with the bullshit pile-in and charge rules where you have to end base that you have to remember to use the boon that we've been given. The one buff that was been given is the ability to move through your own models.
Yeah.
Remember that, people. Remember it.
I'll do my best.
Nice.
So that 2 was for this squad.
Okay. So I actually would not have rolled that advance. Personally,
No.
I'm gonna let you suffer with it, but I wouldn't have rolled it because I would have just moved them normally and thrown the bomb squig. But since now that you've advanced, you can't throw a bomb squig because it can only be thrown after a normal move.
Okay. Is it not a? Can you still fire it with?
Only after you complete a normal move.
Okay. Because it used to.
Now, if you didn't know that, then feel free to take that back since you didn't know that. Sorry.
No,
I thought that was just something that you forgot. But if that's something that you didn't know, please take it back.
No, to be honest, I learn through mistakes. I prefer to have the mistake so that next time I'll remember it.
Perfect. Yeah, bomb squigs now, the way they work for everyone, they're very similar to how they used to be. They still ignore engagement, they ignore lookouts, they ignore lone operative, they ignore everything. They're freaking awesome. But you throw them after a normal move, which does not really stack with the WA that well.
No, so this squad here, I'm thinking of moving. I'm thinking about moving them up to here and not necessarily charging this guy and just keeping them behind this piece of terrain to deal with any potential shooting from this direction. Because my theory is move Mosgward onto this objective because he's not getting into combat. Move these guys into these guys and the Squig Hook boys, these ones I'll just advance them and see what I roll.
That's an option, but I'd probably just shove Mozrog right in my face right now. Because if you just leave him back here, I'm gonna deep strike a huge acolyte bomb that'll kill him next turn.
Okay, sure. All right. Well, I'll roll for
I mean,
Mozrog.
I'm gonna do that regardless, right? So might as well get some use for him.
Yeah. Actually, I tell you what, because Mozrog will obviously kill this
Oh,
second
easy,
turn.
easy, easy, easy.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this Squig Hog Boy squad stand on this side of the objective and this squad on this side of the objective, so that it's harder for you to clear both through the obscuring.
Now just remember what's about to happen, right? Uh, as soon as you move within 12 inches of this guy, they're gonna throw that big bomb at you. So if I were you, I would just throw the Squig Hog first. Throw your Squig bomb at me first. Hopefully, kill me with that so that I can't throw my bomb at you.
It's only got 3 wings.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so for the record, this 5 I rolled was intended for Mozrog.
Cool, no problems.
That's cool. So
We'll
I will
just
move
re-roll
these.
it when we get to him because now you have future knowledge. But yeah, so we'll just re-roll it when we get to him.
Yeah, that's fair. So I'll move these guys 10.
Now throw your Squig Bomb because right now is when I would proc mine, but since it happens at the same phase, use active player's priority or attacker's priority. So you get to choose which one occurs first, and you're obviously going to choose your own Squig Bomb.
Sure. So I'll on a 2, I think.
Yep.
It goes
D3.
off, and
He survives. Nice.
okay, so you're going to throw a bomb back now, right?
Yeah, exactly. Because now the next thing that you do is you just move them and throw another one. So I was hoping I could wait. I was hoping you would move them first so I could just throw it at them. But
Yeah.
now, obviously, the next squad that you move would be this one. And you would just do the exact same thing, and now I would definitely die. So, yes, I'll just throw it at the Squig Hog boys.
See, that's interesting because I would never, if without your advice, I would never have used
Yeah.
both squads to try and snipe a character.
There you go. See, that's so I love it. That's the kind of the purpose of the stream right now. I know these are long and they can be kind of boring sometimes because we're talking a lot, but the purpose is to learn little tactics like that.
Yeah.
All right, so that's
Cool,
going to be
so-
D3 plus 3 mortals. All right, so that's going to be 2. So that's going to be 5 mortals onto those Squig Hog boys.
So luckily they have a 5-up field pack.
They do.
So
Which is why I definitely didn't want to throw it at them. All right, so 1 dies and 1 takes 2.
Are they 3 wins each?
Yeah, they're 3 wins each.
Okay, so this guy is dead,
Mhm.
and this guy is on. I just change his description to 1 out of 3.
Cool.
Cool. So the other squad, I'll do that now. I will move them.
Yep.
I'm going to move them just to the corner of this objective. I don't think I want to take full movement on them.
Okay.
Because I do want to hold that objective.
Okay.
And I'll throw a Squig bomb. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so let's see if it goes off.
Hits on 2. It hits.
It does. And
And it kills me.
At least
Just
1, so yeah.
And
Cool.
and the thing about Gene Stealer cults is they can't resurrect their characters.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah.
So I'm going to roll the advance for Mozrog now.
Mhm.
So I've got 3, so it's
13.
13. So I'm going to just move him up.
Yep.
Bit of insurance for something.
Nice.
So these boys will move 5.
You want to advance it so that you turn this into an unfailable charge?
I kind of wanted to fire the rocket.
Okay.
And I'm going to take the chance. Oh, they have sorry, this is the squad with Follow Me Lads, which is +2 to their movement, isn't it?
Okay. Cool. So then you can just move them 8.
So that's actually,
Okay, you don't need to advance. Perfect.
See, 8, yeah. I just remembered they had that.
No, I'm gonna Overwatch you.
Sure.
Yep. So 4 flamers. Pew, 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 pew. And 1 more. All right, so that is going to be 16 this time. When you got 5s. Ugh, just 3. 3 saves. No cover.
Okay. 5 up in Vam.
Just 1.
Yeah, made it.
All right,
So
and then we got 24 shots with seismic cannons. Hit you on 6s. Ugh, just 3.
Oh, I didn't do a battle test with them. Do you mind if I do that quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm fine.
Yep.
Okay.
And then you get 2 saves if you won.
5s again.
2 die.
Neither.
And then you're going to have just 1 more auto gun. All right, both missed. Cool.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. So I will shoot. I'm gonna shoot the rocket at the Ridge Runner.
Totally.
Can I? The weird boy will use his attack on the Ridge Runner and everything else on the guys.
Cool.
So I'll do the rocket. Do rocket first. So D3 shots. 3 shots.
Plus, and it's blast, right? Because that's going into the boys, into the neophytes.
No, the rocket's on the Ridge Runner.
Okay, rockets on Ridge Runner. Okay.
So hit on 5s.
One hit.
Winning on 3s.
That's a
one
win.
win. AP2.
So give that sweet 5. Oh, got it. Saved.
Cool. The weird boy's single shot attack. Does it hit on 3?
No, hits on 4.
I think it misses. Yeah. If it's only hazardous if I have 10 or more models, which I don't anymore.
Cool.
So perhaps do a hazardous roll. Then I've got 3 pistols on the neophytes and the war bosses, like combi weapon, whatever it is, on the neophytes as well. So basically, the anti-vehicle stuff on the vehicle was my intention.
Yep.
So 2 hits, winning on 3s,
cool.
2 wounds, AP0.
And this was onto the neophytes. Sorry, I was writing something down. Cool.
That's fine.
All right, 2 die.
Yep. And then I've got a combi weapon with rapid fire from the war boss. Hit on 4s.
Nice.
There. Nothing.
Okay.
Cool. So what else have I got to shoot with? They advance, so I couldn't shoot all their other weapons. So
yeah, you can throw their stick. Their stickers are assault, aren't they?
Oh, are they?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm used to like 9th edition where nothing had assault.
Well, their stickers actually did have assault in 9th edition.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Yeah.
So each one's got a saddle git weapon and a sticker. The saddle git's within 9 inches, which I am. So I will attack with the stickers. No, the saddle gets first. So 3 attacks hitting on. Okay, so I'm just going to move it up here so I can look at it when I'm rolling dice.
Yep, makes sense to me. I'm just going to pull up the stream so people can see it.
Apologies for not knowing my stuff as well as I should do.
It's okay. This is the learning stream. That's what this is for.
So 1 hit, and if it rolls high enough, it probably wins.
It's probably a win.
It's probably a win. Yep. AP0.
Safe.
Cool. And then the stickers that are hitting on 4s.
Stickers are that's in 4.
Yeah.
No, 5s. Stickers are 5s. Sticker says BS5.
Oh right, yes. Okay, so I missed those then. So I got them the other way around.
Okay.
Then what else? This war boss isn't really in range to shoot anything. Mozrog isn't. I think that's my shooting done.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I will shoot this squad. They've got pistols, and the war boss will use his rapid fire weapon that hits on 4s.
Cool.
1 hit. It's anti-infantry 4. 1 wound. It says it's devastating.
Safe. Oh, it was devastating?
Yeah.
Did you win on a 6? Let's look.
It's anti-infantry 4, which counts as a 6.
Oh, yep, you're right. Yep, so 1 takes a mortar wound. So 1... GSC has 1 wound left.
All right, and then there's the 4 sluggers from the knobs. So 1 hits.
No wound.
Doesn't wound, no. Okay, cool. So charging.
Charging.
Right, so... I've got half of mine to multi-charge here.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, I forgot to bring my Storm Boys down. I knew there's something I've forgotten.
Yeah, it's okay. Where's your dropping? Dropping somewhere.
Are you sure?
Yeah, drop them. Wherever they go.
I'm actually in 2 minds to bring them down next turn because I have engaged in all fronts currently.
Yep.
And I don't think they'd add a lot this turn. So I think, although it was a mistake, I think I'll leave them in reserves if that's all right.
Sure.
Right, so I'm going to multi-charge to try and take out this Ridge Runner.
Nice.
So I'll start there first. Got a 9.
9, attaboy.
That's pretty good. So I probably should have just charged the neophytes because there's a way that I probably could have ended up on this objective. But I've made my mistake now, so I'm going to live with it. Can I split attacks with War Boss? If I'm in range of both?
But you're not.
No, I can't really, can
Yeah.
I tell you what, well, I'm going to go my 9 to... yeah, I shouldn't have multi-charged. That was a mistake on my part. I'm going to do that.
When I'm presented with this option, I like to charge the squad I want to kill And then if I choose to later, I can pile in or consolidate to tag the other.
Yeah, that's a good point. Is that legal?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, because everyone's base to base. No problems.
Yeah. Okay, so there's no charges there. I'll do the knob. No, I'll do the Squig boys first, actually.
Cool. Well, they're going where the heck they want.
Big old roll. Gonna do.
Like technically that takes movement, but you had the movement to do that, so
Okay.
it's fine because you had
I
enough movement to do it.
I only rotated them because I hate models looking the wrong way.
I see. I get you.
But yeah, you're right.
You still have the movement, so it's fine.
Yeah. Right, and then the knobs.
Yep.
It's a slightly worse roll, but
Still plenty. Cool. Something tells me that unit is boned.
You're my objective. Give it back.
Oi, get to get.
Oi. Right. The war boss is going to make a 2-inch charge.
Cool. Touching him in.
And then Zodgod's staying where he is.
Yep.
Cool. So I will start with this squad here.
And so you have successfully ended within 9 inches of my blit. So my blit is here.
Was it? You said at the end of your movement, didn't you? Or my
No.
movement?
Yeah, but you're already there.
But that was this is my charge phase.
Yeah, but you're already there, so it disappears.
Okay. Cool. Nice. Thank you. I'll start with this soul knob trying to kill this Ridge Runner.
Let's do it, baby.
And this guy because he can't attack the other squad, and then
Makes
everything
sense.
else into the near fights. So 4 attacks on that knob now.
4 attacks on the knob.
We're wiring, and I hit with 3.
Yep.
And
Winning
then
on 3s.
Winning on 3s.
All wins.
3 wins, AP2.
Gross. 5 up armor. Or 3 up armor, so 5s. Alright, saved 1, so he takes 2 damage. He's down to 3 left.
Cool. So cool. So he had a 4 up in one.
No, he's got a 3 up armor save, and you had AP2, so I saved on a 5.
Yeah.
Oh, I took 4 damage. 4 damage.
Yeah.
Not yet. So I've got 1
Yeah.
left, sorry.
Cool. No, that's fine.
Yeah.
Then I'll do the soul boy who has a rocket launcher with his close combat weapons. He hits with 2 of them. He's wounding on 5s. He makes neither. Unfortunate. Okay, the weird boy has, I think it was 3 attacks last time, so it'll be 4 now.
Mhm.
It was, yeah. And he's hitting on 2s.
Grot. 1 explosion.
Yep, strength 8 now, so
2s.
3s to wound. 2s to wound, sorry, because it's that squad, yeah. 3 at AP, I think it was 2. AP1, sorry.
3 die.
Nice. Right, the 2 boys that have 4 attacks each.
Mm-hmm.
Hit with everything with 2 exploding 6s.
Nice.
Wounding on the strength 5, so
3s. If dice always turn around. 3 saves.
Yeah, I was going to say.
6s. Alright, failed all of those. So then,
right, and then there's the war boss. So he gets 4 extra attacks because I called the wild this turn from memory.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'll start with the Squig first because it's the extra one.
Mm-hmm.
Both hit.
Nice.
I don't think that's a wound. Squig is strength 4, so no, that's not.
Cool.
Right, so then I have
9.
4 extra attacks. Is it 5 base?
No, well, it's his base plus 4 plus 1 for the wall, so it should be 9.
That's a good number.
It's a great number. It's a terrifying number.
So he's hitting on 2s.
Mm-hmm. Ugh, brutal. 10. So that is most likely the squads. That's 5 right there. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Actually, oh, cool. So they survive.
Cool. So I can't really go towards the objective here because it's going to make me too stretched out. So I'll just leave them where they are.
Mm-hmm.
I will fight with this squad of knobs.
Yep.
So they have 4 attacks each now because of the war.
Yes, sir.
So I'll do the knobs before I do the war boss.
Cool.
Actually, no, I'll do the war boss first if that's okay.
Yep.
Because they're those 2 extra. It doesn't actually matter. I keep thinking they're 1-win models. That's why I say that. So anyway, there's 5 of them. They get 4 attacks each. So that's 20 attacks, hitting on
3s.
3s.
Exploding
Exploding
6s. Winning on 2s. And I'm just going to roll your dice.
11, yeah.
Yep. And they're dead. So that's going to be 1 Gene Stealer dead, 2 Gene Stealer dead, and that's enough to kill the Patriarch also.
Cool. Good. So
now let me roll for that squad to see if they come back to life.
Yeah, sure.
On a 4-up, they will. I'll roll your dice. Nope, they're gone.
So do I get to? I don't get to consolidate this squad because they're on the objective.
Well, no, because this is the objective. This is not the objective. This is within range of the objective, so you can still consolidate closer to the objective.
Oh, really? That's
Yep.
interesting. I think I'm okay with leaving them, but that's good to know.
Mm-hmm.
What I might actually do is move these Squig boys. So if I activate with these guys, do they still get to pile in and consolidate?
Yes, sir.
Cool.
So the pile-in is 3 inches closer to the closest enemy unit, which is going to be probably this thing.
Okay, but I thought you could only move if you ended within engagement range.
No, you can still pile in. You still get to do that.
Okay.
Now the consolidation, you can consolidate, but you can since you can't end an engagement range with a consolidation move, you can still move closer to the objective. So like you could take this guy here with your consolidate if you wanted. It's a little buggery.
I didn't know that because the new pile-in stuff confused me a bit.
It's very confusing.
so you can still pile in even if you're not within engagement range.
Yeah, because they still get to activate, right?
Okay, that's good to know. So there is still some movement shenanigans.
Yeah, it's been heavily blunted, but it does still exist.
Okay, so I'll do this other boss.
Cool. By the way, you guys in the chat, what would be like the thing that you guys are confused that you'd like to see in these like tutorial streams? But yeah, go ahead and do the war boss. 9 attacks. I assume.
I'll do the Squigs first to get out of the way.
Your dirty Squigs. All right. So 2 hits.
So that's 3 because it's explode. You don't get extra attacks from extra attacks, do you?
You still explode, yeah, because that's not an extra attack. That's an extra hit.
Okay, cool. So strength 4 to 5, so 1 wound, yeah.
All right, save that one.
Cool. So then 9.
Yes, sir.
Hitting on 2s.
Yeah, 1 explosion. So
put that back in, yeah.
And 3s.
And then he's.
Oh, he's stronger, right?
He's strength.
He's not strength 14.
He's strength 10 with plus.
Okay.
With 11 from the war, so it's still 3s.
Yeah, so we'll just delete those, and then AP 2, so 5s. All right, save 1, so I take 6 damage.
Cool. Then you get to fight back.
Cool. I'll just do my cultist into Mr. Zodgrod.
Are Orks a good matchup for Gene Stealer Cult?
Yeah, well, I think Orks are a fantastic. I think Orks like the Gene Stealer Cult matchup. I think they're one of the few armies that do.
So I remember I played them a couple of times in 9th, and I always like how it's going now felt like how it went then.
Yeah,
I know they're stronger now.
They were really good at 9th too. Don't get it flipped. Don't get it twisted. But Orks are actually quite good into this matchup.
Yeah, I find the hardest matchups I've had are Space Marines because Desolators and Vindicators and the Hell Blasters are a nightmare with the shoot on death and all that stuff.
Yeah, totally. So I got 15 attacks here, 14, but the leader has a bonus attack. Hitting you on 4s. And then winning you on 5s. Okay, that's going to be 4 saves.
Which squad was this way?
This is the squad into Zodrog.
Okay, 4 saves, so
no AP. No AP, no sir.
Made 2 of them.
Mm-hmm. And then
he's got his Feel No Pain.
You got it. Takes 2.
Which he fails. So he's down to
1, I think.
2.
Oh, 2. Cool.
So I made 1 save.
Nice.
Cool. And then I'll fight with Zodgrod.
Perfect.
So I should know all these profiles, but
6 attacks now from the wall. 5.
Yeah. You probably know all these profiles off the top of your head.
He's a big slappy boy.
He's not bad.
No, he's really good actually. 2,
like
7 saves.
He's like the hidden power claw from 6th edition or 7th edition.
That's AP2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
7,
actually
8,
pretty
18.
good.
Sorry if I'm rambling a bit. I tend to do that.
7. We'll keep him alive. Okay. So basically what I'm doing here right now, just so everyone can see, because you might be confused, I'm intentionally pulling myself out of coherency. Right?
Okay.
So he can't consolidate now because he's already base to base. So basically what's going to happen is when I take at the end of the turn, these guys I'll have to kill. And then my squad will no longer be engaged, so I can resurrect back onto the objective and then shoot him to death next turn. So I'm no longer engaged.
Do you resurrect your whole squad?
D3 plus 3.
Okay. But you want to be able to shoot me is the point.
Yeah, exactly, because I'm not going to kill you by punching you. So this is an intentional pulling myself out of coherency so I can do this. Because you can't ever move out of coherency, but you can kill yourself out of coherency. And GSC cults like that. So that's a little neat little trick there for you guys. Okay. So I believe that's basically everything. My Ridge Runner will just slap you back over here. He's got 3 attacks. Hitting you on 4s. 2 hits, and he's going to wound you at 5s. 1 wound, no AP. Take a wound.
Okay. I will. This rocket guy's done me quite good so far, but I can't pull anyone without.
Yeah, you can kill this guy. You can kill this guy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
See?
I suppose, yeah.
Yep.
If it always feels a bit weird pulling guys in the middle.
I see.
Yeah, but it's fine, yeah.
Right, so that'll be the end of the turn. So now coherency checks comes in. These guys all die. Pew, pew. And we'll take them off. They all die. They all die. They all die. They all die.
So
Score
I have
yourself.
engage for 4 corners.
Yes, sir.
So I get 4 VP, I think.
Nice. Good work.
And then storm hostile objective. I did the center one.
Absolutely. So you get 5 for that.
Yeah, 5. Okay.
So this is down here because this is the next turn, right?
Oh, sorry.
It's plus 1. It's a bonus 1 because it's tactical.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Nice.
Well done. Yeah, you did great.
About to lose everything for the deep strike turn.
Well, I don't know. We'll see. Like, you're actually in quite a good position. I would feel confident if I were you. So go ahead and click this. Right click over to me.
Yep.
Cool.
All right. Drink while you start setting stuff up.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll be like 10 seconds.
Yeah, you're cool. So I just grabbed an overwhelming force for my secondary, and now we will see what happens. All right. So before Battle Shock, I will actually roll to regenerate my. Oh no, that's in the movement phase. So I need to go and roll Battle Shock for my neophytes here. They're totally fine. I rolled an 8, so they're safe. So I do still control this. And then over here, I need to roll Battle Shock for these boys. And they rolled a 7, and I think that's good, but let's just make sure. Leadership 7? Yep, so they're cool. So both of these have passed Battle Shock, so I do still hold both of these objectives, which is really good for me, because I would otherwise be really behind on points. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Oh, this should have been. That was on the wrong side. Okay. Now this is the drop turn, so I basically will put everything on the battlefield and proceed to slaughter him as best I can. Okay. And that's good. So movement phase, both my Ridge Runners are actually going to stay in combat because I think I just kind of want to shoot this turn. Oh, he's back. Hey, welcome back.
Hey.
So I rolled Battle Shock for both these guys. They're fine. They rolled this guy rolled a 8. This guy rolled a 7.
No worries.
Yep. And now I was just kind of talking through. I drew overwhelming force, so I have to kill a model on an objective. That should be pretty easy. I'm gonna kill this guy basically, certainly. I'm gonna probably end up dropping a neophyte blob right here, I think, and try to obliterate you. And no, because I don't want to eat your Overwatch. Yeah, that's not a good idea. So I'm gonna drop probably 1 acolyte squad right here, I would assume, and maybe another acolyte squad right here to clean up all of this, and then I'm gonna put 1 neophyte squad right here to try to kill these guys. That's basically what my plan is right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and start that because we're just going to go ahead and go into the movement phase now. So let's go ahead and regenerate. I regenerate D3 plus 3 models. So that's going to be 6 models. Oh, I guess yeah. And so this is unfortunate because this happens at the end of the movement phase. It doesn't happen. So now, knowing that I was going to regenerate this many back, I should have followed my Ridge Runner back, but that's future knowledge. So, it is what it is. So the only problem with this now is that you have to end up in coherency with the models that you actually have, which is a little frustrating.
Yeah, so I think you can't daisy chain onto objectives
Yeah,
and stuff.
exactly. There's no more daisy chaining.
So
Um,
yeah,
this squad will regenerate them. They're D3 plus 3 as well. So that's going to be 4. Cool. And then that's going to be all the regenerations I need to do. So then we're going to start doing some drops. Let's do some drops.
I'm looking forward to seeing them all on the table.
Oh, bro. We're going to get gross. Okay, I'm going to spend 1 CP to let these guys drop within 3. All right, and then I'm going to put a Neophyte blob down. Is this the one with the Nexus? Where's my Nexus? He's this one. So let's take this one, actually, because it's going to be some free CP. All right. This is actually a little bit annoying, him being right there. So then I have to place these guys fairly carefully.
So can they all deploy within 3? Sorry, or is it just this squad?
Just the squad, yeah. Just that squad.
Okay.
And I spent my CP for that, so. Okay. So I just have to be a little bit careful with the way that I place this so that I can actually be outside of 9 of you.
Let me know if you want me to measure anything to help you out.
Actually, I could probably just do it like this to make it a lot easier for myself. Cool. Cool. Should be plenty to wipe this whole squad, I would assume. Okay, so we'll put them right there. Then I'll put another squad down as well. There's no way they can make it right there, so they can't go there either. Ooh, this is actually a little bit tricky. Oh, this is actually very, very tricky. That is 9.5, 9.2. I think I will eat a little bit of your Overwatch on this side. Okay. And I'm just gonna pull most of them out, so you'll get 4 flamers that can go into them.
Is that still worth overwatching?
Yeah, I believe so, because that's gonna be a lot of that can be quite a bit of damage that you mitigate. Because 4, I mean, on average, you're gonna make what 12 with it, and you'll get to reroll 1s to wound, and you're wounding me on 3s. So on average, you're gonna kill 7. Maybe not. Actually, you'll kill 7, but that doesn't really matter because I'll just kill the ones that. It just depends. What else do you need CP for, right?
Currently not a huge amount.
Because I have a Vex as my enhancement on my Primus. So basically, the second you use Artist Nails for -1 to wound, I'm gonna Vex it, so it costs 2 for the rest of the game.
Okay.
But that's basically the only thing you need to be aware of. Okay, so that's going to be one drop right here. That's going to be one big drop right here. I got a big drop right here. I think that's what we're going to have to live with. Cool. So I'm happy with all that. Let's get into the shooting phase. So this Ridge Runner is going to go ahead and shoot you right here. He's got a blast weapon. So it's going to be D3 plus 1. That's going to be 4 shots, and it's going to be hitting you on 4s because it's got a ballistic skill of 3 since it's spotter. But I'm in melee, so it's good. Oh, it's blast. You can't shoot blast in melee, so never mind. That's not happening. So his blast instead has to shoot the Squig boys. So it's just going to be 3 shots, and his heavy stubbers will shoot the guys in melee. So this is going into your Squig here. Hitting on 4s, all missed. And then the twin heavy stubbers going into the war boss's squad. 3 hits, winning you on 5s. Rerolling because it's twin links. Just 1 save onto the squad. All right. 1 dies.
This guy.
Little bastard. And then let's go ahead and do this Ridge Runner. He will shoot his blast at the knobs. Or let's shoot. Yeah, we'll shoot at the knobs. So that's going to be 1 plus 1, so 2 shots. Hit you on 4s. Because I'm shooting out of melee. That's going to be 1 hit. Should be winning you on a 2, but it'll win you on a 3. That's 1 wound, AP 3.
Take it.
Cool. It's D6 plus 1, so it kills 1 round.
I will pull this.
Pew! He's been pulled! And then the twin heavy stubbers shooting into your war boss. 4s, 3 hits.
Oh, nice roll.
Yeah, that was great. Yahtzee! And then, alright, then we got 2 saves for you, no AP.
For my war boss in combat, right?
Yes, sir.
And you go. No, 1 didn't roll.
Takes
I
1
make
wound. Take a wound, sucker! Alright, let's go ahead and shoot this squad. They've got 4 heavy seismic cannons going to Zodrog, Wartsnaga. And they did not move, so they'll be hitting on 4s this turn. Cool. Ooh, gross. What's Zodrog's toughness? Is it 6 or 5?
It's 5.
Alright, then 3s to wound. Alright. You get 10 saves at AP 1. You do get cover. So I think it's still just 5s.
It's still 5s, yeah.
That's D3 damage each. He's probably just dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah. But he actually served you quite well. But that does score me points for overwhelming force.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
He normally does a lot sooner than this.
Okay. Then we're gonna go on into. Let's see. Let's go and do the acolytes. I'm gonna spend 2, or you know what, my neophyte. Oh, hey, thanks for the subscription. Super glad you guys are enjoying it. I'm gonna have my Nexus use a stratagem once per battle phase. It's gonna give +1 to wound to 2 of my units. So I'm gonna put it on my acolytes. Or actually, hold on. Let me just reread this. Make sure I'm saying it correctly. Coordinator trap at the start of your shooting phase. 2 genius other cult units that have not been selected to fight until the end of the phase. Each time a model in either one of these units makes attack, it can only target the enemy unit, and they get +1 to wound. That's probably the one I want to use. And then partial ambush. Okay, so let's just do this. I'm going to do a perfect ambush and +1 to wound on Mr. Mazrog Scragbad here.
Okay, so I can use my stratagem to give him +1 to win back, right?
Yep.
Or the other way. And then you said you can make it 2 CP?
Yes, so it is officially vected for the rest of the game. This time it only costs 1, but for the rest of the game, that'll cost 2.
Sure. I'll live with that.
Yep. So they're throwing everything into Mr. Mazrog. I've got 4 flamers, or 6 flamers first. Hit you on 2s. Or no, I'm just not hitting you. Just that's going to be 13 rolls. So I'm +1 to wound, -1 to wound, so still winning on a 6s. Okay, so that is 1 at AP 1 on Mr. Mazrog.
Cool. I don't know, is he a 3-up save normally?
That's it, for sure. Yep.
What does it say? He's a 3-up. Okay.
Yeah. And then here we go with the Acolyte Bomb. Where are my Acolytes? Where's my Acolyte card? Here it is. Okay, so we have demo charges. This is going to be D6 plus 3 shots each, and I got 4 of them. Hit you. Let's see how many shots I got. Okay, so I got 10 shots plus 3 each, so that's a 10 plus 12. So that's going to be 22 shots. And these are going to be hitting you on 4s with full to hit rerolls, and 6s will explode.
Nice.
Okay. So this will be 4 explosions. So 20 shots out of 20 hits out of 22. Not bad. I'll take it. And my strength is 12. I'm +1, but I'm also -1, so I'm wounding you on 3s. And I get to reroll 1s to wound naturally. All right. So that's going to be 12 saves. It is AP. You don't get cover. It's on your invuln, and it's 2 damage each.
Okay, 4s.
Okay.
About half, I think.
Yep, that's perfectly average. So it's going to be 12 damage.
Okay, so he's got a 4 up, feel no pain.
Yeah.
So I will roll 12 dice and see if I luck out. Ooh, that ain't good. Okay, so he takes.
Got him. Hey, thanks for the subscription. Super happy you guys are enjoying it. Appreciate y'all.
Has he got 9 wounds? He does have 9 wounds.
Got him.
Got him. Okay. Now, question.
Yep.
Would it be worth CP rerolling one of those dice?
So you can't CP reroll Fiona Pace.
Okay. But so that's fine if he dies. Let's say we're in a position where I didn't have a feel no pain and I'd taken a bunch of normal damage. But something like a 4 up invuln, is it worth spending a CP
against that much damage? The problem with CP rules is that technically you have to do them one at a time, because let's say you roll your saves, you're like, shit, if I get one more save, I'll live. That's cheating, because now you have future knowledge. The truth is that we fast roll to make the game easier, but you would never actually know if you were rolling the saves one at a time. Let's say you failed the first save, you would never re-roll that, right?
No.
But what if you then made every other save? Then you're like, oh crap, I only need to re-roll one of those. So you need to be rolling them one at a time if you want to be doing CP re-rolls for saves specifically.
Okay, sure.
And it's not, when I said cheating, I shouldn't have used that word. I mean that it's an unfair advantage, because people aren't cheating when they do it, right? It's like you don't think about it, right? So that was not the word I should have used when I said that.
If I was slow rolling,
yep.
I got to the point where the last roll is dead.
Oh yeah, I would roll that for sure, right?
You would.
Yeah.
Because I've heard conflicting advice. Some people say it's not worth it.
I
guess it depends on the save, right?
Yeah, if you got a 4-up invuln, so you have a 50% chance for having a death mega monster not die. Yeah, I would 100% roll that, right? Absolutely. That's one of the only CP rerolls I would ever roll. I almost never roll CP rerolls. All right. Then we got this big squad, and we're going to be putting all of the seismic cannons into the squig hogs. Or let's put all the seismic cannons into the knobs, and then we'll put all the. I think I've put the flamers there. Yeah, darn. All right, so flamers into and the seismic cannons. Let's see, where should I do this intelligently? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's do these guys into the squig hogs, and then all of these guys into the knobs. So we'll put 2 seismic cannons into each squad. It's going to be 12 shots each. So this is into the knobs. 12 seismic cannons into the knobs, hitting you on 5s, exploding 6s. All right. It's 1 explosion. Then I'm going to be wounding you on 4s, because I'm -1 to wound you. All right. That is going to be 2 saves at AP 1, sir. Cool. That's D3 damage. So 1 knob dies.
This one.
Nice. And then we've got over here, I think, this is where I put the flamers. 2 flamer. All right, so then I got 2 flamers going into them. All right, that's 11 hits. Winning you on 6s, because I'm -1 to wound you. That's gonna be 3 saves. Yep, just 3 saves.
Okay.
All right, so 1 knob dies.
Was it AP 0? Sorry.
Yeah, AP 0.
Yeah, so one dice. Pull that one.
And then that's going to give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 14 more shots. He's hit on 4s, plus 3 for explosions. Also winning on 6s. Ooh, 3 more saves. No cover on these. 1 more wound.
Yep, so I'll put the guy to 1.
Yep.
Cool.
And then we've got the other side, so we're going to have 2 seismic cannons. So once again, just going to be 12 shots. Alright, it's 2 explosions. When you on your T7, so when you on 5s. Ooh, gross. That's just 1 save. Ugh, AP1, so on your invul.
Nice. They've got a Fiona Pain as well, don't
They do, they have 5 kind of thing. Alright, so
what's damage?
just 1, because I rolled 1 on the damage roll. Alright, take 1 wound.
Take 1.
Then we'll have 2 flamers into them. For 9.
That's the Squig boys in the middle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, so then you'll have 3 saves against them. No AP here, so just on your 4 armor save. 2 more wounds.
And then Fiona Pains.
Ooh, save 1.
So that guy's on 1 wound remaining.
And then we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the next is a 7. So another 14 attacks. And these suck. 4s. And then on 6s. And then 2 more saves, no AP.
And then Fiona Pain. Failed.
Save 1 of them.
Lucky.
You still get to roll that 3 also, right?
I got a 4 and a 3. I just rolled whatever dice I picked up.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Cool.
No AP, so the 4.
Perfect. All right, so then we'll move on over here. So let's go ahead and shoot. We're just gonna shoot everything into the Burner Boys, I believe. And maybe a few into that, not with Wall Banner, I think, actually.
Yeah, I was thinking that's probably the one.
Yeah, let's go ahead and put 2 seismics into that knob with Wall Banner, and then 1 Flamer, and then everything else will go into the Burner Boys.
Sure.
Okay, so we'll have 12 shots with the seismics, hitting you on 5s, baby! Woo! Alright, well, that's 3 explosions at least. Alright, that's going to be 3 saves, AP1. On your invul.
3 AP1. So, invul, yeah. 3 seems to be the right number for this evening.
Oh, saved them all. Tanked them. Like a PIMP. Then the Flamer gets 1 shot. Does not wound you. Alright, and then we'll do everything else into your boys. 12 shots, hitting you on. Yeah, there we go. That's 1 explosion. 2s or 3s to wound. It's going to be 3 AP1 on your Burner Boys.
Pick 1.
So 2 die.
I will. I'll pull the spanners.
Cool.
I think that's the right call.
Then we got 3 Flamers. Pretty good. 14 shots here. Winnie on 5s. Not bad. 5 saves.
Wow, rolling hot.
2 more die. And then we should have 11, so that'll be 22 shots. There we go. That's where the explosions come from. All right. All right, and then 9 more saves, no AP.
Sorry, I clicked the timer and now it's clicked.
Oh, you're cool.
Just
curiously clicked. Only 5 more.
That's not bad.
No, it's pretty good actually.
I'll tell you what, actually, because they're sort of defunct now, or they probably will be. I'm gonna, in case I get that, I forget the mission's called, the one we have to be within 9 of the edge. I'll leave those 2 if they somehow survive.
Makes sense. Okay. All right, that's that. So then now we're just in a charge phase, and I think we will just charge the neophytes, and we'll charge them into that truck. That would be a 9. Oh, hot dog, got the 9. Blessed. Okay. Oh, I must have had them a little too close. I should have had them like this. Sorry.
That's okay.
I forgot to measure off the truck. Doesn't change anything else that would have happened, though. Cool. Cool. And then the rest I'm just going to pile them on in like this.
Is this to?
This turn 2, dude.
Is this, yeah. Are you doing
Yeah.
this to get ones on the objective?
Yeah. So what I'm doing now is when I pile in, I'm going to put a few onto the objective. So I should keep you from scoring it next turn.
Yeah, fair.
All right, so that's the only charge I'm going to make. And yeah, you're good. So you can. So I'll just swing a few piddly shots. So he can't go base to base, so I'll have to go like this. Still closer to you. Come on, you dirty girl. What are you doing to me? What are you doing to me? There we go. Because I think I probably need to get. Oh, because he's got a bunch. He counts as a bunch of OC right now, which is really good for you.
Yeah, he gets. I forget what he gets actually. He gets a bunch when I was.
I think it's yeah. He goes to like OC times 4 or something when he was.
That's what I heard. OC 5 and a 4 up in one, which I missed.
Pretty solid.
And the trucks are 2, I think.
Yep. So I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
they
take
are.
it off you right now. But when you kill me and I resurrect in my turn, I'll score. I should score in my turn. Okay.
That's the question actually. Can you choose not to attack, or do you have to attack?
You must attack. So I'm gonna
Must,
put
okay.
3 attacks into the wall banner knob, and then I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or something with the truck. Yeah, you don't have a choice in it.
Okay.
People were doing things like they were tagging drop pods, and then like not attacking it, and it was causing big problems because then they were just tagged and you could never shoot them. All right, no wounds. So then that was my only charge. So you can strike back with all your guys.
Sorry, you broke up. I can fight back. Did you say?
Yep. So
Yeah. So I'll start with the truck.
Mhm.
It has 1 wrecking ball attack and 3 normal attacks, but it'd be 4 normal attacks.
Cool,
So
cool.
they have different hitting profiles. So the wrecking ball hits with 4s. So
Yep.
let's do that first. It misses, and then
Classic.
the spiked ram hits on 3s. They hit. They wound on. I'm still warring, so it's 2s.
Mhm.
AP 3, AP 0.
2 die.
And then my knob with War Banner has. Where is it? 4 attacks, hits on 3s, wounds on 2s.
Ooh, double
Good for you.
explosions.
5 saves at AP2.
Oh, he wins me on 2s. Gross. AP2? Oh, I don't get saves. So that's just 5 dead.
Okay, that's worked out perfect for you, I think.
6. Yep.
You get to get 10 on the point? Or 5 on. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I guess yeah, true. I get to consolidate first. Sorry, should have done
No, that's
consolidation.
it.
I was a silly boy. So I got 6 on the point right now. Yeah, so then you can strike my ridge runners first. You should have done that before you did that anyway, so just go do one of the ridge runners.
Okay, sure. I actually forgot there was even a fight
Yeah,
up
yeah,
there.
yeah. This guy.
So,
Just
so
do
I
your pilings.
can pile in
Mhm.
there, and this. I mean, this guy's.
Yep.
Actually, I won't be able to get the war boss in, but I can get the other guys in.
Mhm.
All right, I'll start with the weird boy with his 4 attacks.
I'm just gonna pick it up. It's dead. It's got one left. You don't have to
Okay.
roll.
Oh yeah, he's
Picks
got
up.
1 wound. I
Yeah.
forgot about that. Does he explode?
He does not, and then let me roll to see if he comes back to life. He does not. Okay. And then over here, I'll hit you first. No, you
I
can't.
can't consolidate it because
Correct.
I won't get in range. Yeah,
Correct. So I got 3 attacks in your war boss over here, hitting you on 4s. Hey, Karina, would you grab me a drink, please? Thank you. Ah. My wife is getting me a beer. She's amazing. All
Nice.
right, 1 save, no EP.
Yep.
Take a wound, sucker.
No. My poor
Down to 4. All right.
got caught in a wheel.
And then I die on the way back. So
Yeah, okay.
does he blow up? No. Does he come back to life? No.
Cool.
And you can consolidate into combat if you would like to stop me from overwatching you next turn, perhaps. Thank you.
Don't do that. Yeah, I suppose I would. Yeah. But can I actually fit it? I can. Yeah. There you go.
All you gotta do is end up within an inch anyway. So
There's more getting through the wall.
basically, right. All right, so that will be the end of my turn. So I did score overwhelming force.
Wasn't as bad as I expected. I was expected to have little left.
No, I think it actually basically went perfectly for me, to be honest. Well, not perfectly, but good enough for me where I'm pretty darn happy. Let me just check to see if I got my deployment zone. Nah, I did this stupidly. I should deploy them a little bit differently, so I scored behind me lines. That was dumb. All right, so then we will just go on into your turn.
So what do I score for primary? I've got 1, 2 objectives.
Mm-hmm.
So I skipped 10.
Mm-hmm.
Then I will draw these cards, which I'll do them manually.
Yeah, right. Tempting target and cleanse. Cool.
I need to remember which ones these are.
Cleanse is do an action on an objective in no man's land.
And tempting target is you've got to pick an objective.
Yeah, obviously I'm going to choose this one for my target for you to take, but you know.
Okay. What's the OC on this squad? Are they 2 each?
Yeah.
Okay. My war boss is. Oh, he's only 1.
Yep.
I thought it was more than
that.
Nah. Okay, so I've got to do battle shock here. And
this is for you, Eddie. Skål.
I think it's just that squad in the. Oh, and these burner boys. Let me do the burner boys first.
Battle shot. They fail.
They fail. The boys in the other corner
failed.
They also fail. I've got half a mind to pay a CP and pass that because I'd like to take this objective off you.
Your battle shot goes away in the command phase, so it doesn't really matter that they just failed.
Does it go away during your command phase?
It goes away during every command phase.
Oh, does it? Oh,
yeah.
Okay. More things I'm learning.
Yeah, let me just pull up the rules just to make sure I'm not like speaking out of my butt, but I'm basically positive on that one. You can keep on moving. I'll look at the rules, and then we can retroactively spend the CP if we need to.
Sure. Do I have to own the objective to cleanse it? I assume I do.
Nope, you just have to be eligible to do an action.
So I can do it even if I don't think I can get this objective. Actually, to be fair.
Yeah, but you can't shoot and you can't charge if you're doing a cleanse action.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to. This squad's going to cleanse this objective.
Mm-hmm.
Do I want to do that? Yeah, I do. Yeah, okay. This truck is going to move.
Truck.
8 here.
Cool.
And then I can't really move the extra 2 because I need to rotate.
Yeah, you could just rotate it like this, right, and call that your 2.
Okay. Oh, wait, it was 12. Sorry, so I'd get an extra. I'd do something like that.
Perfect.
That's 12.
Perfection.
This squad is going to stay where they are. This one is going to cleanse.
Cool.
I'm ignoring.
Yeah.
Burner Boys assault. Do you know?
I don't recall.
No, I was thinking because they could maybe advance to do an action, but
They can't because they failed their battle shock.
So in this case here,
Mhm.
I think the ploy is to get my Meganobs out and try and chew up some of these guys on my objective.
Yeah, I would get the Meganobs out in charge for sure.
But I want to get them out to a point where they are on the objective when they do it, so that I've got some stuff on the objective.
Well, it doesn't matter because we've already scored it. You're in the movement phase now, right?
Yeah. I want them to not be there when it's your turn.
I gotcha.
You don't score.
Gotcha.
I'll leave everything else that's there.
Cool.
And I'll move these guys a little bit closer so that they can join in. I'm umming and ahhing over which squad I want to cleanse here. I'll tell you what, I'll let you decide. I'm going to move both squads.
Cool. I'll go ahead and Overwatch you right now.
To the edge of the. Okay, so you're doing it on the Squig hogs.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
Overwatching you right now. All right, so let's see. You got 24 shots.
Do I get to fire my bomb Squig before you do that?
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay.
No, you don't because I Overwatch at the beginning of your move.
Okay, I roll a 1 anyway. So.
Okay. Yes. All right, so 6 hits, winning on 5s. All right, 3 wins. AP1.
5s.
Failed them all. That's D3 damage each. That's D3 damage each. So for the first one, you owe just 1. All right, 1 takes a win. Second one, you owe 3. Bless you.
Thank you. Maybe one of them.
So 1 dies. Yeah, because you failed the first one, and then he just took 2, so 1 guy's dead now.
This guy had 1 wound left, so he took first.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so then
then he took 2, and then whatever the third one's going to be.
Sorry about that. I didn't realize that I was already wounded. All right, so then 2 more, please.
So then he made both.
No, he made 1 5 and 1 4, so the 4 kills him.
Oh yeah, sorry. I thought he had a 4 up Fiona Pain for some reason. Yeah.
4 do exist now, but they are scary good. All right, and then we got 4 flamers. Just 5. When are you on 5s? Just 1 wound.
Okay.
Save that. And then we've got 11, so 22 autoguns. Pew, pew, pew. Hitting you on 6s. Just 1 hit. Cool, no wound. Now you may throw your Squig. Oh, but you rolled a 1 for it. Okay.
I did and whiffed it. So you did that at the beginning of my movement, right?
Movement, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So the way Overwatch works now is before you move or after you move, or before you charge or after you charge.
Okay, because I moved this into a position where he's no longer on the objective because the other 3 were. But
yeah, feel free.
If you did that,
yeah, no problem.
I'll do that, and this guy will move. Sorry, I shouldn't do that. Mm-hmm. He will move 6. Mm-hmm. So at this point, am I better off not charging these guys, or is it worth doing?
Oh, I can't Overwatch you again, so yeah, absolutely.
So it is worth it. Okay, cool. Yeah. So he's going to move to there. These guys already moved. Mm-hmm. Now that you've Overwatched, these Squigs, Hog Boys are going to move to they're basically out of an inch.
Yep.
Give or take. And I think that's it. So I'm going to do the shooting now.
Shooting.
So he's cleansing. They're cleansing. Mm-hmm. The truck will fire its shooters at them.
Pew pew pew.
So he's in rapid fire range.
Mm-hmm. So hits on 5s. Ooh, 2 hits.
5s. Strength 5.
T4.
3. 4. 1 wound. AP zilch.
All right, take a guy cover. 4 up. All right, 1 dice. Pew.
Cool. The Squig boys in this squad hit on. I'll use the one that hits on 5s first.
Cool. 1 hit.
So, cool. And then I think that's the one that's all these different profiles.
It's winning on 3s.
He's winning 3s. Okay, that's the highest strength one.
Yeah. 1 wound.
So 1 wound.
AP 1, I think. I save.
Squig Hog Boys. Can't even see the sheet anywhere.
It's,
Fan.
I saved it.
Whatever.
I rolled 6.
Oh, it's up here. Okay, cool. And then the saddle gets that hits on 4s but wounds on 5s.
One hit.
So 1 hit,
One
1
wound.
wound. AP nothing.
Alright, one more dice. Pew.
Cool. So this truck can shoot into combat, right?
Truck shoots into combat. Yes, sir. -1 to hit.
So 1. Wounds.
Just one
So
wound?
AP 0. Yep.
One wound on an AP of 0. Pew.
Nice.
Save.
The war boss here, he can actually use his. He's got like twin sluggers, hasn't he? Or something silly. Twin
Probably.
slugger, pistol, twin link, 2 shots.
Yeah, it's actually hilarious.
Well, he's modelled with 2 pistols, and they've actually given him a rule for it. They both missed, so it's irrelevant. And I think. So these guys can't shoot. I will shoot with this war boss here and the 2 knobs. So the knobs miss. The war boss, I'll use his pistols again, because why not?
Miss.
Nope, will miss. So
Orc shooting, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Cleanse monkeys. So I will charge this squad onto this squad.
Absolutely.
So just presume if I just roll high enough, I'll be okay. So a 9. So I can't go through your models.
Correct.
So I'll go to there. Go to there. I'll go to there. And I'll go to there.
No. Technically, he would have to go up here.
Oh yeah, because he has to be eligible.
Yeah, it's really annoying.
So can he? So he can't fit there.
Nah.
And he can't fit there without being illegal.
Right.
So does that mean you have to move the whole squad around here instead?
You just have to put it. You have to. It's really stupid. You have to maximize total contact. So basically, you would have to take them all up there.
I would have to go this way around,
Yeah.
which is still.
It's still very doable. You would just put him like right there or something, and then the weird boy here.
Yeah, okay.
Still super doable. It's just very, very freaking annoying.
Yeah. Okay. Then this squad into these guys.
Be 2 inch shorter.
Got 7. So I'm actually going to go this way because I think trying to block off your movement, the smallest path is probably the best idea.
Cool.
And then the Mega Knobs here have to charge, and the Burner Boys are going to go an inch. But I'll roll their distance in case I get them on the objective. Actually.
Cool.
So the Mega Knobs, can you fight through walls?
You can, but you can't move him there because you could get me base to base with me with that
So
guy.
I could go here.
Yeah.
Okay.
But now it's impossible. So yeah, now you're good.
So now I can. Okay, cool.
Yeah, you just have to be within an inch to be engagement, which you are.
Okay, cool. And then I'll do the Burner Boys. So yeah, I will come to here.
Cool.
And these Squig Boys are gonna go in.
They made it.
5. So the Knob and Smasher Squig doesn't do mortals on the charge anymore, does he?
No, sir. I missed that so much. That was such a fun rule.
I never got the recharge stratagem. This roll, for the record, the double 1s was for this truck.
Fair enough. You
I've
don't
got
need
enough
it.
CP that
You don't need it.
I don't need it. Okay.
No. Even when you have this much CP, you don't need it because now when you use Artist Nails next turn, it's going to cost you 2 CP suddenly. What if you have to interrupt a combat? You don't need that charge. Don't spend a CP on that.
CP's a lot more scarce.
Yeah, even if you think you don't need it, you don't know what happens in turn 5 when you have to pass a battle shock that you just failed, and you're like, shit, I don't have CP because I re-rolled a truck's charge for no reason.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Okay, well, I'll start with these Squig Boys then. So I'm not wiring anymore.
Yep.
Unfortunately. So, again, Squig Boys is one of those profiles I never remember.
3 attacks
so
each.
they've got 3 attacks on each of their profiles. I'll do 9 attack with the one that hits on. Well, actually, so one of these is the Knob and Smasher Squig, so that's +1 to the hit roll. So I'll do 6 attacks.
Hitting on 2s.
Hitting on 2s, yeah.
Wounding on 2s because you're Lance. +1 to wound. Oh, jeez.
That's fine. I'll take it.
And 3 wounds.
So 3 at AP 1.
Alright, 3 die.
Cool. And then another 6. This time hitting on
3s.
3s because they were 4s.
Oh, there they go. Hello.
That's big roll. And then you said winning on 2s.
No, these will be wounding. These aren't Lance, so these will just be wounding on 3s.
Oh, they're not, are they?
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, save 2 of those. Whew, that's another 5 dead.
and then I will fight with the knob on Smasher Squig.
Yep.
Wherever he is. So he's got 2 attacks with the Squig up 3 and 5 at 2. So 2 hitting on 3s.
Built it.
Yeah. And then wounding on.
That's probably just one. Am I T3 on this guy or am I T4 on him?
It's strength 6.
Oh, he's T3, so that's a 2.
Yeah. So 2.
Right.
And then the last attacks
Failed
is
one.
5 attacks.
I think he's already dead.
2s.
Yeah, he's dead. Don't worry.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Poof.
Right, cool.
All right. So these guys do get to come back next turn because they battle line, so they just get to come back.
Yeah, no worries. And then I will fight with the war boss here. So not wiring. So I'll do the attack Squig first. Nice, I've got 2 6s.
Nice.
Strength 3. So 2 wounds, AP 0.
Okay.
Starting to remember these things now. So his claw hitting on 2s. With explode 6, wounding on 2s. 4 AP 2.
I'm sorry, I was placing my objection marker. So what's happening?
The war boss with the attack Squig.
Yep.
It was 4 AP 2.
Okay.
From
4
his,
AP 2. So 4 die. Pew pew.
Cool. And then the 2 knobs hitting on 3s.
Okay.
Wounding on 2s. 8 saves at AP 2.
All right, so they're all dead. You killed the unit.
Cool. Then this squad here.
All right.
Similar deal. So I'll do the.
Hey, how did you have 8 saves at AP2 off of? Did he roll 4 6s or something? You only have 1 knob with a power claw on this squad.
I attacked with this squad first.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong one. My bad. Okay. I was taking it from them. So then you killed 2. You killed.
I
8 and then plus 2, so 10.
8 wounds with the knobs, and I did.
4 with 4. You did 4, yes. Yeah, so you killed 12.
Okay. So I was wondering why you're putting those models.
Yeah. Oh, actually, that's wrong because I got the Nexus over here, so I got to keep them. Okay.
Cool. I'll do the squad that you were just rolling for.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay.
So two hits with the extra attacks from the Squig. 0 wounds.
Okay.
5 attacks with the power claw from the boss.
5 attacks with power claw. All right. 1 explosion, I'll hit, and then 2s, 5 die.
Cool. Then I've got what have I got there? I've got the weird boy, power claw knob, and a boy. So I'll do the boy. He hits with basically 3, exploding 6, hitting on 2s. 2 wounds at AP 1.
All right, 5 ups. Save 1 dies.
Power claw knob, 3 attacks. They will miss. Weird boy, 3 attacks. They
1 hit.
I think he's web skill 3.
Oh, is he? Oh, gross! I thought it was 4.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. So those hit.
Winning on 2s.
3 wounds, AP 1.
Sweet, sweet, 5 ups. All right, 3 more die, and that's the squad. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna stay sort of on this objective because I want to stay on it. Cool. Actually, that's the point. Is it because I've got a lot of the other objectives? Not, I know that things are going to change when it's your turn. Am I better off consolidating into this squad here?
Why do you need to do that?
To wrap you.
So yes, that's exactly what you want to do. You want to wrap me so that I can't fall back, so that I can't shoot you.
There's a stratagem to fall back through unit, I think.
Yeah, there is
something.
Yeah, so there's a desperate breakout, and so when you're battle shocked or when you fall back through a unit, I take mortals on rolls of 1 and 2. If I'm battle shocked, I take mortals on 1 through 4 when I do it.
Okay. Well, I will.
You want to force me to do that?
Yeah. So, not the best. Well, as I can't get that guy in, I could do that, right?
Totally.
And then I'm within 2.
Yep. So you're good to go.
Cool. What else is there? Over here,
Mm-hmm.
I'll do the Mega Knobs and Burner Boys.
Right.
I didn't. We turned 3. Do my Storm Boys die now? Because it's turn 3 and I didn't bring them down.
Oh, put them down somewhere. That's fine.
But that is still a rule, right?
Yeah, it is, but put them down somewhere.
Okay.
Put them down like
Well,
over here. Yeah, just put them down like there. I already put blips over here, so I don't know, put the other ones somewhere.
put them in 1. That feels a bit fair.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
I always forget my Storm Boys. So it's too wrapped up in everything else. Okay,
You're playing really well. You're playing it really well right now, so no stresses, man.
Thank you. It's like I said, I feel like my general knowledge is okay, but I always lose at deployment.
There's just little things that you're not seeing, right? So like, there's just a lot of little things you're not seeing, but that's okay because that's what we're pointing out here. I think you're doing it. I think you're handling it really well.
So I get 9 attacks with the Mega Knobs.
Yep. They have 2 each. 3 each with the power claws. Yeah.
3 each, but they're hitting on 4s.
They got power claws. Gotcha.
So
2 explosions.
2. Yep.
And the 2s.
With 2s.
Okay, so 2 die.
Okay. The Burner Boys, I think they have like an okay profile. Cutting Flames, 2 attacks each, hitting on 4s, strength 4, AP 2. So that's, I mean, not brilliant, but I'll take it. 1 hit with a 6. Strength. Are you? Ugh,
these 2. Why didn't you say these 2 hit? Those 2 definitely hit. Yeah, they 100% hit. It was a 3 and a 4.
Oh.
So just roll these 2 to wound as well. All right, so that's gonna be 2 dead.
Sorry, I'm getting a little bit of like fatigue.
You're all good, man.
So my knob with Warband and Truck are eligible to fight, but after you have picked, you'll fight next.
So basically, we'll do this. So I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 into your Novel and Warbanner, and then I'll put 2 into your Burner Boys.
Okay.
2 into your Burner Boys, hitting you on 4s, boop, no hits, and then I think it was 4 into your Novel Warbanner. No hits. Okay.
Okay. I will fight here next.
Where? So, yeah, the Warboss are in there. Oops, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Oh. So did you want to do that?
Nah, it doesn't make any difference. I get no melee. You're good.
Okay. Attack Squig, 2 hits, 2 wounds, AP 0.
So 2 and 5 ups. All right, 1 dice.
And then Claw on that boss. 5 hits and a 6, so 6.
So 4.
6 wound rolls, 4 wounds at AP2. At what point is it worth using exploding 5s? Because that's another thing I have a hard time deciding on when to use.
Oh, I don't know, like maybe there because you would have wiped the squad.
Yeah, I mean it's too late now, but yeah, I was just thinking that as I was rolling.
So the thing is, you don't need in this matchup. You just don't need it because you kill me, right? So it's not that important in this particular matchup for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll do the Truck, who is the Wrecking Ball plus 3 attacks.
Wrecking Ball plus 3 attacks, baby. Let's see it.
So the 3 attacks hitting on 5s and the single attacks hitting on 4s.
Oh, gross.
Wow.
There you go.
So 8.
That's 2 wins? Or
strength 6, so yeah.
Oh, 3 wins.
So that's 3, yeah.
Go on the box. All right, 1 dice.
Okay, and the Wrecking Ball is... Oh, that's AP 0 as well. Interesting. All right, so single attack hitting on 4s. No, misses. Then you fight with your guys here.
Yeah, okay. I'll make 1 attack. Oh, I hit you. Nope. Okay. And you can finish with your Warband boy.
Yeah, which I don't think I've ever fought with this model.
No problems.
It usually dies or sits there. 3 attacks hitting with 3s, winning on 2s. 3 attacks hitting on 3s. Hitting on 2. 1 wound AP2.
AP2, eh? Okay. Where was that? Over here. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, actually, you know what? Let's put them there. Okay.
Nice, and I think that's the turn.
Mm-hmm.
So
Let's do this one. This is how I wanted to do that. We'll do that. Okay.
so end of the turn, I've got cleanse for 2 objectives.
Yep. So 5 points.
So 5
Attaboy.
points. Lovely, thank you. And I
Tempted target.
don't own that objective.
Correct.
So I can discard that for a CP, right?
Yes, you can. Would you like to do so?
No. I think with my Storm Boys in that corner now, I could probably get it the next turn, so I'll keep it.
Okay.
I think that's the right call. Yeah, and I will pass it to you.
All right. So let me draw my cards.
I'm just saying, I feel like I'm learning things from this game, so I do. Again, I do appreciate it.
Heck yeah, man. Super happy to do it. Cool. So I got cleanse and I got behind me lines now. All right. So I did score behind me lines last time because I made that charge.
Yeah, you scored it with 1 unit.
Yep. So that was 3 points for that. 1, 2, and 3. Area denial. Ooh, that's gonna be toughy. Okay. You're outside. Oh, you're already outside 3. So I scored 5 points on it, or 3 points on it. Okay, that's not too bad. All right, so I need to. I've already got 3 points here, and I need to cleanse. That's very easy here because this guy dies from coherency, and then over here for coherency check, this guy dies, and this guy dies, and this guy dies, and then this guy is actually alive. I think. Yeah, he's alive. Cool. All right, so they're fine. So let's go ahead and move. Or actually, no, I don't really want to move them. I think I just want to resurrect and shoot you to death. Over here, unfortunately, I had to kill my icon, so it's just him. So let me roll this guy's battle shock. Ooh, he fails. But I definitely need to score that. So yeah, I'll spend my CP. So he auto passes because I really need those points because you are slapping me a little bit here.
I think I got lucky in a few places from us.
No, I think it's okay. Then over here, I do owe you battle shock on that. They're fine. Okay. All right. So how do we fix this now? This is yours. I don't need to bother with it. So I think what we do is I think we drop this squad down. We put them right here. Outside of 9 of you. And outside of 9 of you. Okay. And then outside of 9 of you. Perfect. Alright. So then we'll resurrect this squad for just 4 of them. That's going to be those 4 seismic cannons. Okay, we'll put you here. We'll put you here. We'll put you here. We'll put you here. Okay. These can all go this way. Resurrection is very frustrating in this game. Okay.
In what sense?
Well, because now I can just pull myself out of coherency and just get to shoot you for free, basically. Yeah. Okay, and then this squad will fall back.
It's good. It's good thematically though. It
Oh,
does
it's
feel
great.
like they're popping out of the ground and doing the things that Gene Stealers do.
Yeah, I like it a lot. Freaking grab the wrong tool. And we'll just be like right there. Maybe. Ugh, won't be able to fall back. That's frustrating. All right, then we'll just take the desperate escape test, and we'll run through you.
Okay.
So he won't need to do it, but the others will.
Oh, is it model by model?
Yeah, it's model by model. So that's 3. So he won't need it either. These guys have to run through you though, so that's gonna be. So, put you back down. Okay. Moved it too far. Ooh, he might not be able to do that at all, actually. Nope, he can't. All right, literally can't fall back. Because the Nexus space is too big. So, you done did good, sir. You got me.
Thank you. Well, you
Well
told me to.
done.
I
Well,
wasn't
you
going
know.
to do it otherwise.
Yeah, but you actually listened to advice, so that's good, right? Cool. All right, so that's essentially it. I'm in a bad position now. Okay, so let's go on into the show. I don't want to put them there. I got to put them somewhere better. There's nowhere that's better, to be honest with you. Okay, so then we're just going on into the shooting phase. Shoot your war boss with the seismic cannon. Or let's move him a little bit further away, I suppose.
What is that the only thing shooting at him?
That's the only thing I can shoot at him.
And how much damage? I'm just like I'm wondering like is this the kind of thing I should use hard as nails on?
If you want to keep him alive, you should, because I can kill you right now. Doesn't mean I will, but
Okay. How much damage does it do?
6 shots, strength 6, AP 1, D3 damage, hitting on 5s. So I'll probably hit you twice. Would you once or twice? So I doubt I kill you. It's unlikely that I kill you.
No, I'll let you do it because
Okay.
he's only OC1, so even if I lived it, I wouldn't have that effective anyway.
Only hit you once, 1 wound, AP 1.
Cool. So it's a 5.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay, and then you'll just take one damage. No problems there. Okay. And then over here, I will begin to start blasting. So we will shoot your knob with wall banner. We'll shoot your mega knobs with 3 seismics.
Okay.
And then we'll shoot your knob with wall banner with 1 seismic and everyone else.
What was the strength of the seismic again?
Strength 6.
So that's probably worth +1 to wound on. Because
Could be, yeah.
Tough. Yeah. I'll do that. I don't see any other places on the table I'm as fussed about. So
Cool.
I gave myself 2. Okay, I'm down to 2.
Nice. All right, that's gonna be 18 shots going on into those mega nubs. All right. When you on 5s because you're -1. Okay, pretty good. 4 saves, AP 1. You do get cover, so on your toes.
Oh, nice. That works out quite well.
One. You get 1 more save.
Oh, okay. Reroll that 1.
Cool.
Yeah, okay, so I took 1.
Right, so he takes 2 wounds, and then you've got 1 flamer into them, I believe. That should be 1. All right, no wounds there. All right, then we've got 1 seismic and everyone else into the knob with wall banner. No hits. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's gonna be 3 flamers. And all right, that's gonna be 16 shots.
Probably wounding on 6s, right?
I mean it's strength 4, so probably 5.
Plus 1 to wound.
Oh no, this is into the knob with the wall banner.
Oh, right. Sorry, my bad.
3 saves.
I don't know what his save is basic. Let's have a look.
Probably like 5 up.
It's not the war anymore.
Or maybe a 4 because he's a knob.
He has a 4 up here. It was AP 0, sorry.
Yeah, but it ignores cover, so.
Okay. And you said 4?
3.
3. So I got 3 out and then. Yeah.
Takes 3 wins. Nice. And then we have 2 auto guns there.
Left. 1 wound left, yeah.
2 hits, wins on 5s. 1 more save, no AP. You do get cover.
So 3.
Mm-hmm. Safe.
There you go.
Good to go. Okay. Dope. Then we will shoot with some hand flamers. I got like probably 4 hand flamers from the acolytes into the mega knobs.
Okay.
And these will be winning on 6s because you're -1 to win. So that's going to be 15. All right, 3 saves.
Okay, on my mega knobs.
Yes, sir. On your 2-ups. Cool. Good to go. And that is basically everything I got. So let's just do a quick charge phase. So acolytes are going to try to charge your. We're going to charge your Squig up, boys. They need a sweet, sweet 9. They fail it. All right. So that is going to be the end of my turn. Yeah.
Cool.
So I'll just go and pick these guys up because you'll kill them for sure. You don't need to roll those.
Okay.
There. And I will score. Oh, I should have cleansed with that guy. That was silly of me. Area denial for 3.
Do you wanna say that you did cleanse if you didn't do
Oh yeah, that was just silly. Thanks. So
yeah, it's okay.
put your wound back on the war bus.
This one, yep.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I? Because obviously we were quick rolling because these guys died.
Yep.
Do you mind if I consolidate these onto this objective?
Yeah, of course. Please do. Of course.
And these guys, I don't think are in the range. No, I'm not. So they stay still.
Yeah, please do so. Okay.
Okay, cool.
All right.
So
And
I was wondering, would I? I was thinking I could 2 CP heroically intervene here so that I have.
no, so that only works if I charge within 6 inches of you.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. So this is probably a runaway for you at this point, but we can finish the last round. It shouldn't take too long. We'll go on over to your turn. So you'll score a fat 15 on primary.
So I'm fine. I'm fine with it ending it early if you don't think there's anything else I could learn, pick up.
Well, I don't really think there is, right? Because what happens here now is this is your movement phase. So these guys you just advance. So this blip gets picked up, right? These guys you advance. So this blip or the swarm boys you move, and this blip gets picked up. Then this war boss definitely kills this guy, and there's no doubt about it. And that basically leaves me, this squad's going to die. So that leaves me with turn 5. I'll get this squad and this squad back. And that basically probably scores me maybe 5 points more maximum.
Yeah.
So I think what's really good, if we just take a quick moment to like recap what we did this game, is GSC are very scary. They hit very, very hard, and they have the ability to be all over the map. But if you actually wipe the squad, you can play around them, right? So this is the thing that I was trying to tell you at the beginning, which you listened and you did marvelously well. You don't want to kill half the squad, because that's where you get in trouble, right? That's when I'm able to pull myself out of coherency and just resurrect and shoot you anyway. You want to wipe the squads, and I think you did a great job of that. When you're looking at shooting, the firing lanes in 10th edition are not easy to take advantage of.
No.
They're not.
They're quite limited.
They're very, very limited, which is why it's not that bad to go against a shooting army. Yeah, indirect is still a little bit busted, and yes, we know Eldar is busted. GSC is very, very strong. I didn't play the most meta list, and I'm not the best GSC player, so you'll find some people who actually play them a little bit better than me. But the mechanics that you learned here are the mechanics that you have to take advantage of. This is how you beat GSC, regardless, right? You'll probably find better GSC players who won't make some mistakes that I make just because it's not my main army. But if you take advantage of what we learned here, you can play any GSC player. That's the beauty of the matchup, because GSC are, while they're very strong and everyone's all super, super scared of them, there are ways to play around them that doesn't exist for, say, Eldar. There's no way to really play around Eldar, right? So I think you did marvelous, man. Do you have any questions now?
So you sorry. So not regarding this matchup, but
Okay.
if I was to say fight, because obviously a lot of your turn 1 shooting was in reserves. If you fight against matchups where they have a lot more shooting on the table, so that you have your let's get the deployment lines back up. What is it? So they have, lines of shooting, maybe not on the line, but slightly further back, here, here, and here. What I found is that if I usually possibly play too aggressively, so I deploy on the line, or
yeah, never do that.
but like maybe slightly behind terrain, and then they move. If they get turn 1, they move forward, and I get shot at. And
well, let's just map out where could you deploy perfectly safe on this map. There's a lot of places. This is perfectly safe right here. It's impossible for me to get here. The only way they can actually see you is if they put wholly within right here, and they still can't see you. They would have to be wholly within right here, and they still can't see you because it's going over this, right? So
Yeah.
it's actually impossible for them to see you right here. So this is perfectly safe. Right here is perfectly safe. If you want to move up the board turn one, this is your natural expansion, right? Because you can line your dudes right here and you're perfectly safe. Or if you have enough movement, you can get here behind the wall, you're perfectly safe. You do have to be a little bit careful because if you have a guy right here, if you're touching the terrain, a guy can see you on this line, right? But they
Yeah.
still can't see you all through here. This is still safe because they can't see through walls. So this is the line that he could draw through. Because this you can't, like, let's take my ridge runner. Let's say I'm standing right here, okay? I actually still can't see you because I can't look through this terrain since I'm not wholly within it. That's the trick with the new terrain.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If I'm here, then I can see you. I can see you from here. And even still, man, even from right here, you can still hide a 5-man squad there pretty easily. You see that line? That's the most extreme line I can draw, and
So,
you can still hide a 5-man squad there easy.
So, on a let's say you play a game and I've deployed all my stuff in a position where they're hidden and they can't be seen, etc. And I get turn one. What do I want to move up the board in a manner that keeps me as hidden as possible, but not engage until I can do a big?
You don't want to wah until you have to wah. Against me right now, you did the correct thing. You smashed me turn one, which is why we spoke about that before the game, right? You have to smash me turn one because you can't let me be fresh at the end game. And I'm not, right? Because you smashed me. That was the correct decision. You don't, right? Against some other armies, you don't necessarily need to do that, and it exposes you too much because their entire army's on the tabletop. They'll hit you too hard on the swing back. So this works really good in this matchup. This is how I would play this matchup basically every single time.
Okay. I think one thing I need to make sure of is when I do play these games is make sure that there is enough terrain.
Oh yeah,
because I have more than enough terrain that I've either scratch built or bought or whatever. But yeah, this edition is definitely more shooty, and if you don't have enough terrain, you just get, it's like a shooting gallery.
Outside of Eldar and probably Admech and Votan, this edition is actually pretty well balanced right now.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, there's still some outliers, but Eldar is the only thing that's really like abusive like Harlequins were when Harlequins were released, right? Nothing else is really abusive. But I'm saying that in the context of all of 10th edition. That means in the context of the new terrain layouts. If you don't play with the new terrain layouts, the edition's completely busted. But if you're playing the terrain layouts, which is what you're supposed to do in this new edition, it's actually a fairly reasonably well balanced game right now. Mostly. I mean, obviously Eldar are a huge exception, and there's a few other issues, but
yeah, but it's generally like with the terrain in mind, balanced.
yeah, so you have to play the game the way the game's meant to be played right now. The game is meant to be played with this style of terrain. So I would just always look up. I prefer WTC. I think WTC style is the best way to play. But honestly, Games Workshop Open Terrain right now is pretty good. It's not bad. And so I think with that, we're probably going to end the stream. Big Mick, maybe you just hang out with me for a few minutes after we close the stream. Everyone else, thanks so much for joining. This was a teaching stream where we weren't trying to be hyper competitive. We were trying to help learn the game. So hopefully you guys all got some good stuff out of this. If you did, please share, like, subscribe, do all those really, really fun things. I super enjoyed having all of you here. You're pretty awesome. Welcome to the Happy Crump and Wargaming family. And until next time, I'll see you. I will actually have a tutorial on TTS probably out this week, I assume. And I got a bunch of other things planned. But these teaching streams, I really enjoy them. Even if they're not the most viewership, I think I'm going to keep them up because I think that's pretty useful for people. So thank you all for your attendance. And we will.